Yeah. You know what? I don't know what the is going on here anymore. Look, I have a dog. What's the language you'd like to learn? I don't know. Probably English. Oh, hi. Oh my God. My baby dog. I don't know. Does anybody remember the girl group Dream? No. Wait, is that their name? Forgettable. Running a country is very stressful. I was about to say special. What's wrong with me? Just because you had turned a year older doesn't mean you just get your ass eaten. None of this is funny. It's not that funny. Why am I doing this to myself? Oh my God, I have a giggle so bad. It wasn't even that funny. It was so sad how it hurts. I'm crying. Chongus hates it. I'm back, honey. No. It was like silly or whatever. It wasn't that funny. But I can't stop laughing. It was so stupid.
No, I think definitely did kill himself. We saw a video footage.
Oh my God. I can't stop crying. Hi, honey. It's okay. He broke up with me for Aunt Jemima. I think Courtney just broke. I know. It was funny. Chongus, what's wrong? Can someone please? I was gonna say, I don't know anymore. What's it called? Oh, my fart cone. Hey, what are you, ma'am? Oh, you guys. It was fine. What was I doing again? Poor kid. It was kind of his fault. I'm drinking my Coors Light. Kiss my husband goodnight. Then I got in my truck. And then I yelled out, "What the?" This ain't your typical honky tonk. So what I've gathered from this is that I don't know what I'm talking about. Yay! Look, Penelope and I matched tonight. Hi, baby. Oh, my sweet girl. Look how sweet she is, my precious little angel. We've been doing this a lot today. All right. Hi. Hi, everybody. Look at this situation on my head. This is a problem. I am very close to going just like full Britney Spears. Just get it off of my head. And also, I need to go and I'm going insane. I feel like I'm going insane. So, hey, baby, what do you need? What do you need? Yeah, my baby girl. So anyway, if you're not a member, we did our member stream earlier today, and we bandled without you. Yeah, that's a perk. Daily bandle. Members only. UFC, but I thought I'd drop by and hit it like, oh, hi, bye. Excuse me. You're so perfect. By the way, guess what I can do? Look at this. Look at this. Watch. Watch. Okay. I gotta log into my account. Okay. Just watch this. Watch this. Your mind's gonna be blown. Watch, it doesn't end up working. Okay. Here we go. Ah, dang it. No, it doesn't work. Oh. I have jewels. I have free jewels, but it won't let me gift them to myself. Dang it. I was going to like dunk on all of you. Be like, I can give jewels. Ugh. Oh, well. Speaking of jewels, though, we got how much? I'm actually mad that I activated jewels. I think I have to deactivate jewels. We have $3.05 from our members stream because Yoda and Frank love trolling me with jewels. Yep. That I believe is what is happening is I'm getting trolled with jewels. I don't know if it's good or bad. But let's say hi. Oh, Penelope. Wait. Yeah, don't. There you go. Oh, I love her so much. I love you. Yeah. What's up, U-Haul? What's up, Garfield? Deranged Lunatic, Backhand, Alan. What's up, Zoom McCool? Crazy, just extremely entertaining. Thank you. Pen of Bishop, hello. Hi, Frank. Oh. My sound is low. Ashley! We're so glad that Ashley's not dead. We're so glad that Ashley's not dead. How's your hand? What's up, Rooster? Bootless. Carrie. Courtney's Body Cam Watcher. Yay! Breathe the bookmark. Yay! What's up, Billy? Will you still like me if I'm nowhere near my phone to give you jewels? Get your phone. Get your phone out now. Say the truth. I'm just kidding. Like I said earlier today, tomorrow is National Rum Day and National Ride a Roller Coaster Day. So get drunk on a roller coaster if you like. Yay! Was it 305? That's what I have on my crackulator. Ashley! Thank you, Ashley! All right, so now we're... Yeah, jewels. Okay. Now we're at 405. I'm sure Ashley's glad she's not dead as well. Yes. I think so too. Courtney starts singing, "We're so glad, so sad that Billy's not." Oh no. Billy. We played Oregon Trail earlier today, and we won. Why do I always end up feeling like I have like stuff stuck to my face? I guess I can open the Dorcas. Help! I can't talk. Ah! All right, let's open the Dorcas. You guys want to do some commercials? I mean, it's up to you. The world is our oyster. Your oyster. We can do. What was I thinking? I forgot. I did my best to not make it there. What? Oh, the Oregon Trail. Yeah. Frank broke his arm immediately and then got lost twice. Twice. He was trying so hard to not survive. I'm not sure. I'm either vomiting or in pain. There's no between. Oh my God. So are the pain pills making you sick? Is that what's going on? Like you have pain medication and it's making you not feel good. So you're either like, oh, that sucks. My mom's boyfriend broke her hand once, and that happened to her with the pain medication. It was either she just was like, was in pain because she couldn't take the medication they gave her. It made her sick. Pain meds make me sick. Oh gosh, I'm not allowed to take ibuprofen. Oh my God, no! Oh boo! What's the pain meds? Although I guess it probably doesn't matter because I feel like some pain meds are going to work for different things, right? Like when I had my wisdom teeth out, they gave me tramadol for the pain, and it just made me so tired. So I was like, whatever, I'll just endure. I don't care. I'm not going to be eating for a certain amount of time anyway, like however long it took. I was like, it'll go away eventually. But for your hand, that has to be so different. Yes, thank you for the hiding jewels, Yoda. I hope Lounge comes back to life and helps find like a thing that'll help add up all the jewels for me. Do you want down, honey? What do you need? That's what I like about my tramadol. I take it when my back hurts too much to fall asleep. I don't like it because it makes me sleep. It makes me feel like I'm like on the verge of falling asleep for like multiple days. Like I'll wake up the next day and I'm just like, and I was taking Adderall too, for my ADHD. And even then I was just like, so I'm like, well, no, I have to go to work. So we're not taking the tramadol. Thank you for the jewels, Yoda. Oh my gosh. All right. What are we doing tonight, you guys? You know what? I should have planned something, but I was just like, well, whatever. We'll just, I expect you guys to tell me what we're going to do. And then I realize that you're not going to. We're going to play some Vandal. No, I did not get a nap. Early start while I'm cooking chicken. Wow. Loud, you're alive. 720 beep 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 720 beep beep. I would tell you, but you'll just get pissy about it. Well, Russell, I'm afraid of your DMs. You've I have to start from scratch anyway. You sent me too much. All right, I think this song is okay. It's from 2012. It's pop indie. It's very hard, like some of you. Oh, I don't know what this is. Mumford and Sons. Thank you, Lounge. I desperately need. I need something to calculate these jewels for me. This is crazy. What's the song? I'm only scared of Body Cam Watcher on Body Cam nights. Oh, dang it. Lana Del Rey. I got the summertime sadness. Oh. Lounge makes chicken and only gives Courtney chips and dip. I don't know what that means. I thought that said Pop India. I was going to guess put poo in the loo. Oh my God. We're at $4.41. And chili. The chili that's lighting stuff on fire or something, right? All right, here we go. This is from 2012. It's pop R&B. It's easy. And it's got 2.5 billion views. Rihanna. Oh, this is hold music. I did start early. I notified the Dorcas. Lounge sent dog biscuit and happy poop. Oh, that's the chip and the dip. Now that I get it, that's really funny. Oh my God, Frank's a meme bird for 16 months. This is so funny that this is what you guys use your milestone chats for. It's just to announce to everybody how long you've been a member for. That's fun. Okay, hold music. Ooh. Okay, it's not hold music. What's the song? Shine bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. All right, I feel like you guys are bored to tears with this. No one's playing. I'm playing with myself again. What's up, James? What else is there really to say? I mean, you can say anything. You say all sorts of stuff in the chat regularly. So you guys were at $4.41 for the evening. It's the category. Do the old ones. We need to get through all these other categories. I spent $30 on this, and my bank account is crying. So you have to get our money's worth or give me more money. I like it when Courtney says she plays with herself. Everyone just forces me to play Bandle all by myself, so I'll say I'm playing with myself. Thank you for the jewels, Yabby Pippin. We're at $4.43 for the evening. What is that? 57 cents. That makes 5. We're $15.57 away from a butt bush. I feel like I'm hustling real hard today. Fucking hell, you guys. Somebody please help me find something that will calculate my joules. Because this is out of control. I can't handle it anymore. Oh my God. $4.55. And then having to then do more. Oh crap. I accidentally hit next song. So do you guys want to play Oregon Trail or you guys want to watch some commercials? No, it wasn't lounge. That was 2 joules. Look how many joules it's worth. You want to watch the commercials? Really, Russell? Interesting. Can we watch commercials about Oregon Trail? Oh, let's watch. Jesus. Okay. Oh my God. Relief is here. Hi, Frank. Thank you for the $20. Thank you, Frank. Screw the jewels. This cash is cold and hard like some of us. I won't say who. Okay, so plus there. And then Billy, thank you for the jewels. Shopping cart. Oh my God, that's so cute. We're at $30.05 for the evening. Oh my God. I thought I was stuck. Just counting jewels 2 cents at a time for the rest of my life. All right, let's do a butt push. Butt push. Do butt push. Butt push. Butt push. All right. Now. Whew. Oh, my muscles are sore. I've been working out. Can you tell? Oh no! Like that one category in those grown-up movies. Ah! Thank you, Yoda, for the jewels. All right, we're at $30.72. They have Beach Dog, which is like 25 billion jewels. Yeah, isn't that one like $250 or something like that? It is really funny how fascinating these jewels are. I had a decent workout considering I was asleep in the parking lot. Did you actually work out, Frank? No, like $1 million, literally. What? Hold the phone. I need to see this. Oh, whoa. That's a lot of zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why? Also, why aren't these in order of like smallest to largest? All right. Crowdfund a beach dog. Thank you for the jewels, Yoda. All right, we're at $30.74. Yeah, why isn't there a search function? Yeah, I would think that like having some type of order to it. There's no order, it's just all over the place. Yes, I did. If I drove all the way there, didn't go in, I'd feel even more retarded than usual. What's up, Scooter Smith? Thank you for the Jewels Lounge. $30.84. All right, let's watch some commercials before Russell starts screaming at me. So I was asking the members earlier today, and I didn't really get an answer. But the DUI channel, the one that we've been watching from that playlist with the weird narrator, should we just abandon the rest of that playlist? I feel like it's kind of like, wah, wah, right? Or should we keep watching it? Do you guys want to keep watching it? Because we have like a lot more a lot more body cam submissions. We could watch those videos instead. It started strong, went shitty. I just feel like the narrator is bothering a lot of people. All right, classic beer commercials from the 50s and 60s. The channel itself is not bad. It's the narrator. Yeah. And I guess like the narrator isn't really there like a lot. No jerking off in the back of a wagon with a broken leg for me. Hey, Russell, actually, you know what? We actually put you on the wagon with us and you got dysentery once. That was it. But you survived. Yeah. Frank was the one this time that had a broken arm. And he got lost a couple of times. I think he was ashamed because he got caught jerking it too hard and broke his arm. And so he kept escaping so he could jerk it by himself. And he was like missing for like days at a time. Okay. I don't enjoy it, but I'm not the biggest fan of body cams in general, but I do strongly dislike that channel. I say later on we look for updates on all our fat shaming favorites. Can we do that? I broke my arm caulking the bottom. I thought I got injured as well. I think you and Carrie both got something. I think everybody got something at some point. Yeah, I think you got a broken leg. At least he was having fun. Yeah, you had to butt push it, Russell. You and your dysentery. Okay, bye.
In the dull and commonplace occurrences of day-to-day living, one thing stands out as a completely unique experience. Colt 45 malt liquor.
Your warm beer, sir.
In the dull and commonplace occurrences of day-to-day living, one thing stands out as a completely unique experience. Colt 45 malt liquor.
Simon Pure Beer presents Buster Keaton.
We watched these, all of these. I definitely feel like we've seen some. You guys, I need to show you something. This has come through my feed like 100 times. And for some reason, I have to stop and watch it every time. Even though this to me is like probably one of the most horrendous things I've ever seen. And now you need to see it too.
So I just did a thing. And what in tarnation could that be, ye might ask? I bought pumpkin chocolate chip muffins in true Hufflepuff fashion. Yeah. So it appears my hubby ate most of them last night while I was getting my beauty sleep. What the heck? But me does love my hubsters, so I won't be going too hard on him. Any hoodle, let's get these in my belly. Sniff test. First bite incoming.
Taste this woman.
Okay, those are freaking delicious. So I just did a thing.
There's something about it that I find so fascinating because somebody decided to do that in public. 0.32. Like this person decided to record that and post it to the internet, and they thought the thing is, so it says like it's like POV millennial doing a food review. So it's supposed to be satire, like it's supposed to be like making fun of millennials, but I'm like, I don't like, is that millennial humor? I thought that was just like young people being stupid. You know what I mean? I didn't think that was like specifically millennials. Is she mocking millennial food reviewers or being a quirk chungus? Not your chungus, the term for cringe millennial. Yeah, I think she's being a quirk chungus. I don't like, I need to change Chungus's name because it was supposed to be, I named her that for a different reason. My choo-choo. You aren't cringe. You aren't a quirk chungus. You're beautiful. Yeah, you smell. You stink. She needs a bath. Oh, my baby dog. Yeah, you're not a quirk chungus. Oh. Look at this dog. She needs her nails clipped really, really bad. think we're gonna do that tomorrow afternoon. She's gonna be so mad. Oh, gentle kisses. Oh, baby, gentle kisses. You're so sweet, my sweetheart. Yeah, some of these are ready to be clipped. Gotta file some of them down. Ugh. Oh. Can I put you back down or do you want to just stay here? You can stay here if you want. Some of the beer commercials we've seen, but not all of them. It's kind of hard to find old beer Oh. We haven't already seen. True. Yeah, Chungus is not a quirk Chungus. She's just a perfect baby. But yeah, I'm fascinated by this because this is based off of other people behaving like that. And I just don't understand why people want to behave like that. But then people were also saying that it's like a Jim Carrey thing. And that does make sense that it would be millennial humor because Jim Carrey was big when I was like a little kid. And so like that's when he became like pretty mainstream. And so like it would make sense that people who were really young and kind of grew up with the type humor would think that's so cool and then start doing it. You know? I was never like a big Jim Carrey fan. Should we test out PSAs? Okay. I think we can. I think we can. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. I thought Russell sent me something. The only role model for an entire generation was Ace Ventura and The Mask. Wait, what? I don't think Jim Carrey was the only role model. I think that a lot of people thought he was really cool, though. Wait, hold on. Would you be so nice to me? Oh, okay. What am I looking for? If I didn't have cheese like every day, would you still want to be with me? It's okay. I'm still half asleep. It's bedtime for Bonzo. Bedtime for Bonzo. Bedtime for Bonzo. Wasn't that like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Is that where Bonzo was from? Where's Bonzo from? Hey, you already slept in the parking lot. Exactly. A Ronald Reagan movie. Bonzo, somebody else was named Bonzo. Ronald Reagan and a monkey. And excellent. You know what? Oh, Ender's Game. That's what it was. It was Ender's Game. Ender's Game. Bonzo. That's what it was from. That's what I know it from, at least. All right, what are we doing? You guys? Somebody guide me. Ender's Game had a chimp. No, Ender's Game had a character named Bonzo.
When you order a beer, ask the man to draw Simon Pure, the happier, hoppier beer.
I'm Klondike, Tea Tyke, and the bar for men both brave and bold. It warms my heart to serve them all the ale with Brewer's Gold.
Enjoy that golden flavor, true ale flavor. Oh, that Valentine. Ale with Brewer's Gold.
Brewmasters know this Brewer's Gold, the best hop from the vine. They brew it into Valentine for flavor genuine.
It's got that golden flavor, true ale flavor. Oh, that Valentine. Ale with Brewer's Gold.
Remember, friend, ale is the trend. Enjoy the genuine. For ale that's really light and gold, just make the three-ring sign.
Enjoy that golden flavor, true ale flavor. Oh, that Valentine.
It's the genuine.
Ale with Brewer's Gold.
This isn't creepy at all. I'm not gonna lie.
This is the land of sky blue waters, land of cool enchantment. Listen. From the land of sky blue waters, from the land of pines, lofty oceans.
But this is weird. This is weird to me because it's a beer commercial, this is a cartoon that, like, to me looks very much geared towards children. So, what's going on here? It's like the Flintstones smoking cigarettes all over again. What are we doing? Why? I'm an adult. I don't look at this and think like, oh yeah, that makes me want a beer. It makes me think, why are you telling my kids to drink beer? I think we've already watched every commercial ever made. I don't remember watching this one.
Hams. Yes, from the land of sky blue waters to you comes Hams, the beer refreshing as the crisp, cool land it's brewed in. The beer that captures for you the wonderful refreshment of this enchanted Northland. Hams. Hams. Crisp, clean cut to the taste.
Go to bed, Frank. Let's find 1860s commercials. I don't think that exists. I mean, I guess it would be like audio. It would be like radio ads.
Refreshing.
Hey, who knows how to hunt down Katie? We need to get her here so we can share all the Australian lore.
Refreshingly yours from the land of sky blue waters.
You know, a lot of beers today have a taste you can't quite get hold of.
Oh, here we go. I don't like. Oh, whoops. I said pause. I don't like your dumb voice.
Does anyone know what the first radio commercial was?
You know, who'll know? Tell us, Mr. Audio.
Radio was commercial free when it began. The Wayne were also involved in the manufacture. When his son asked with his brother Lewis and to broadcasting in 1922 to promote a radio giant, broadcasting with 5. Soon, though, as almost every 22, what's now WNBC in New York, then WEAF, broadcast what is purported to be the first ever radio commercial, a 10-minute ad for an apartment complex in Jackson Heights.
Thanks, Mr. Audio.
For more interesting facts about
That's it? No, I want to hear the ad. So it said that was the first radio ad. Did you ever look at the buy a house from Sears thing? I mean, I've looked at it on my own quite a bit. I was fascinated by it. Okay, so apparently we don't have any 1860s ads to watch or listen to because they didn't exist. Courtney, I can try to find classic commercials from other countries. Oh, probably not. I don't know. Well, I mean, sure. I don't know if we would actually get the product they're trying to sell. Yeah. I feel like it would probably be less appealing. Or maybe it would be fun. This says old time radio ad sampler, unique golden age ads.
Hey there. Are you Adam Graham?
The very same. And this is my old time radio snack wagon.
Welcome to the old time radio snack wagon. Here
today's object. We're into the type of people advertisers were trying to reach, as well as the type of people we have to be able to gauge that. Let's go ahead and listen to this ad from Pepsi.
Be sociable, look smart, keep up to date with Pepsi. Drink light, refreshing Pepsi. Stay young and fair and
that's what I was thinking.
Be sociable.
I was thinking, I'm like, if he's like, I hope he. Well, my first thought was like, I hope he has a disability. It isn't like making this voice up, because it's not good.
When friends drop in, let your hospitality show you're sociable in the modern manner. Pepsi, you know, is the favorite of the smart and young at heart.
Be sociable, look smart, keep up to date with Pepsi. Drink light, refreshing Pepsi. Stay young and fair and debonair. Be sociable.
Is it weird that I like hate this? I hate this. Is that weird?
Have you tried a Pepsi lately?
I love that ad, even though I'm not a huge Pepsi fan. It reminds me.
Okay. I don't want to listen to that guy talk anymore. Be sociable and never. I love you, even with your lipstick on your head. Yeah, I didn't really like the announcer. I didn't like any of it. What's up, James? Okay, so, but all right. Apparently, we need to watch this.
Not a baby like Bonzo. Are you mystified, bewildered, and puzzled? You needn't be. All these shenanigans take place in a hilarious new Hollywood movie called Bedtime for Bonzo, starring Ronald Reagan, Diana Lynn, and Bonzo, that amazing chimp. It started as an experiment, but the professor soon discovered he couldn't be a papa without a mama. So he hired a housekeeper, and then the fun began.
It's a monkey.
Well, sure it's a monkey.
Why didn't you tell me?
I did. It's the funniest film idea since Francis. Bedtime for Bonzo, the comedy hit of the year.
The comedy hit of the year. Bedtime for Bonzo. Yeah, Bonzo to me is Ender's Game. Although, obviously, I completely forgot what it actually was, but I just knew Bonzo was a character in a book that I knew about. I was watching clips. Bonzo mocked Reagan, hard carried the movie. Really? Be sociable and boop. What the fuck is Francis? What? What? Do 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 boop boop do 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 whoop whoop. Oh, Carrie's got some Australian commercials here. He said, as funny as the story is Francis. Oh. Shows you how well I like retain information. I completely forgot that happened.
Give new life to your complexion. Leave your skin with a new perfection of the softer, fresher beauty that is rare. Use mild and gentle new Palmolive care.
Palmolive for your face?
Palmolive's beauty plan gives new life to your complexion. Doctors prove that Palmolive can bring you a lovelier complexion in 14 days. Palmolive soap with gentle olive oil is so mild, its rich, creamy lather cleans so thoroughly that it gives new life to your complexion. Start the Palmolive beauty plan today and look for these complexion improvements. Fewer tiny blemishes, less oiliness, added softness and smoothness, fresher, clearer skin, and a more radiant complexion. So always use Palmolive with gentle olive oil.
Give new life to your complexion, lady fair. Use mild and gentle new Palmolive care.
Okay, remember everybody, we're at $30.84 for the evening. Hey, it's not face olive. What gives? What is that dancing? My dancing or their dancing? Did they have bad dancing?
With gentle olive oil.
Oh, they're just... They're not even like... They're not even dancing to the song. They're...
Susie grin, holiday and off my head. Susie grin for lovely hair. For lovely hair, you
He's
must
the
have
stand humping.
For healthy hair, you must use Silvergrin shampoo, because Silvergrin is the only shampoo enriched with pure Silvergrin to make your hair lovelier by making it healthier.
What's Silvergrin? Whoops. What's Silvergrin? It's probably something that was like melting scalps off or something, right? Oh, it's a styling brand owned by Wella. Ooh, Wella is a good brand. What? Lasting hold for your hairstyle. What is Silvergrin? Popular brand of hair care and styling products. Oh.
Silvergrin for lovely hair.
Juicy Fruit stole this idea.
When it's time to relax after a strenuous day, active people really enjoy the coffee with the active flavor.
Coffee with the active flavor.
Full-bodied coffee flavor.
Okay, which one is it? Is it Folgers or Maxwell House? Ooh, Folgers or Maxwell House. Watch, it's none of them.
Of Nescafe.
Oh, I was
With
wrong.
the world's favorite coffee, Nescafe. You simply add hot water, and each tiny particle of flavor-active Nescafe bursts into life. Self-brewing delicious coffee right in your cup. 100% pure coffee.
Okay.
Yes, to satisfy your thirst for coffee, Nescafe's the one to buy.
It's tastier coffee.
Is that clean cat flow from top to toe? Feel really, really clean with cat soap.
Only wonderful cat soap leaves you feeling really clean, sharp.
They have some kind of transatlantic Aussie hybrid accent going. Yeah, how do you do that?
Fresh all day. Because only cat soap has miracle deodorant G11. Keeps perspiration odor-free.
So feel that clean cat glow from top to toe. Feel really, really clean with cat soap.
By Tex Deodorant Soap.
Baby ducks are moisture-proofed by Mother Nature. But your baby needs the gentle care of Nile baby powder to protect tender skin from irritation causing moisture. Here's how Nile baby powder forms a soothing film of protection. Nile baby powder actually repels moisture and keeps babies safe from chafe. Here's yet another important reason why Nile baby powder brings greater comfort and contentment. Made from the whitest, purest talc, Nile baby powder is so beautifully fine it fits readily through silk. Nile baby powder protects and refreshes throughout night and day to keep babies cool, comfy, and contented. It has a flower-fresh fragrance which keeps babies' bodies fresh and sweet. So next time you change baby, change to Nile baby powder. Choose pink tins for girls or blue tins for boys.
Oh, give us something good.
It's rich. It's alive.
Oh, what's
it's
happening
vivid.
here?
Stereophonic sound by his master's voice.
Ghosts dancing?
The world's most advanced features.
Well, that guy has quite the print.
Radiogram.
Baby powder with real asbestos.
And 3 new portables. HMV
Are they
stereo
ghosts?
HMV stereo lithogram. HMV stereo tablegram. Stereo by HMV lets you feel sound. The secret, HMV's exclusive reflected sound. Speakers each side of the player actually reflect sound off the wall toward you. That's why music sounds better on HMV stereo.
He's got the shirt with the Freeway feel. Freeway by Flowweave. He's got the shirt with the Freeway feel. Freeway by Flowweave. In air-conditioned Freeway Terraline. Verified wash and wear with no ironing. In face setting, use its stripes. Get the Freeway feel. Active people. Can any soap in the world protect the personal freshness of really active people? Well, here it comes. New White Lifebuoy. A miracle in white with the wonderful new fragrance.
Isn't that supposed to be pronounced buoy? Why are they saying life boy? Life buoy, right? Or is there something wrong with me? Why is it spelled this way? Someone help.
The active soap for active people. Lifebuoy protects your personal freshness for a full
Lifebuoy.
24 hours.
Sounds like he's
Protect
saying
your
white
personal
boy.
freshness with Purulent, the most effective
White boy
deodorant
soap.
ever put into soap. See why. With ordinary soaps, deodorant protection rinses away. But new White Lifebuoy's active deodorant Purulent stays with you. The protection stays on your skin. You can't see it.
Brits,
or feel
Aussies,
it,
and Europeans
but
say
it's
boy.
there, giving
Of
you
course they
wonderful
do.
personal freshness.
Lifebuoy has beauty soap mildness too.
Get the active soap for active people. Get new
I'm so
white
tired.
Lifebuoy.
It's only
or faded
7:30.
Coral pink Lifebuoy.
White boy soap.
Have some fun in the sun. Tan, tan, tan with super quick tan. Redhead, brunette, blonde, or brunette. Tan, tan, tan with super quick tan.
To get the quickest, richest tan under the sun, use Super Quick Tan generously. You can't burn with Super Quick Tan. Its scientific sunscreen filters out all the burning rays, leaves only the tanning rays to give you an even golden tan. Get your tan the easy way. Buy Super Quick Tan, cream or oil from your chemist.
Tan, tan,
From your chemist.
with super quick tan. Tan, tan, tan with super quick tan.
Sold only by chemists.
Great news! Enjoy the benefits of filter smoking for the first time at 2 and 7 for 20. First
What?
Lord cigarettes. Yes, enjoy the benefits of filter smoking. First Lord are first class. 2 and 7 for 20. First Lord.
Yes, quicksand tanning lotion.
There ought to be a bigger moon for lovers. There ought to be a mountain left to climb. There ought to be an ocean to discover, like the ones that were discovered in my time.
There's some British influencer guys traveling around Michigan right now, and they climbed the Mackinac Bridge and talked about how they could see the buoys in the water. It took a minute of looking at the video to realize they meant buoy. What a weirdos.
There ought to be a lot more bigger fishes. A great deal more than Mother Nature makes. And there ought to be a better word than delicious. Just for Kellogg's cornflakes. They deserve it. Kellogg's cornflakes have the most baffling taste in the world. A flavor many have tried to copy.
Did that
but
person
all
just
have
dump a
failed.
bunch of sugar on there?
Golden corn comes from nature, but the flavor is a well-kept Kellogg's secret. Yes, there ought to be a better word than delicious. Just for Kellogg's cornflakes.
Ooh, those were fun. What's up, Crumb Smites you? Hello. That's what makes the flavor better. Yes. It's just interesting that they do that in the commercial. You know? You shouldn't really be like that obvious that your product kind of sucks. Okay. Ew. Hey, stop being so tired. All right, what do we got going on next? We might play another round of Organ Fail. You are so cute. Chungus just did one of these. Oh, what a cute dog. What a cute dog. You know, it's funny because when I like actually go out of my way to prepare certain things, I feel like you guys are way more active and vocal about what we should do. But then as soon as I don't have stuff planned, no one has any opinions anymore. What to do, what to do, what to do. Thank you for the jewels, you ought to be pimping. I will say, though, that there are some people who aren't here right now that are usually very vocal. Play some Exorcist clips. Well, no. Don't want the channel to get taken away. I'm falling behind on my jewels. Yes. More jewels. Okay. Who here has jewels to give to me right now? Thank you, Yoda, for the jewels. I feel like those 2 jewels need to be illegal. Crap. Okay, wait. It's that one, right? Yeah. Well, wait, no, what is this? It's okay. There we go. Okay. What the hell did I hit? Okay, we're at $30.96 for the night. I don't like doing this. Ever see those art commercials from the 80s with the mentally? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We watched a few of those. They're pretty funny when you think that when you realize that it was like normal to use that word. And now it's not. Woo, I'm getting tired. All right, let's see what Lounge gave us.
Hey, what are we doing out of the bottle? This is dangerous. A little kid might come along and think we were candy. That would be awful because we're medicine. He might even eat us. No, 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 no. This is serious. Serious. We could make you delirious. Delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us. Fear of us. Too much of us is dangerous. No, no, no. Doctors tell the pharmacy types of pills that you will need. And he knows the harm that we can be. If we're not taken carefully. We're not candy, believe us. Even though we look so fine and dandy. When you're sick, we come in handy. But we're not candy.
I can't tell what they said at all. Should we play it again? Ooh, horrors from old YouTube. What's this?
YouTube is full of disturbing content. Most of us are familiar with the
What's up, Joel? What's this? What's this? Do I want to watch this? Maybe
recent
not.
infamous creepy videos, but what horrors can we find from the first few years after the site's creation? Today,
don't know.
we'll be taking a look at some forgotten horrors from the early days of YouTube.
Do I want to watch this?
In the first few years after YouTube's beginning, the majority of the site was about as wholesome and honest as a site with the simple slogan, "Broadcast yourself," could get. For the most part, it was filled with people posting videos of their every.
I feel like that's not wholesome at all. Okay? I feel like many people will be showing a lot of balls.
Everyday lives and interests, not to cynically gain attention or generate ad revenue, but simply for the sake of sharing with others. A YouTube channel by the name of Boog731 is a near perfect.
Okay. Do I know any? What does anybody here know anything about Boog731? Courtney missed the first 14 years of YouTube. Does anybody know about this particular channel? He's saying that this was a wholesome channel. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it's probably not wholesome.
Example of one of these older, innocent YouTube channels. Boog731 created his channel on December 22nd, 2009, and would post his first video the very same day, showing off his Halloween costume from that October. Around a year later, he posted his second video, a recording of himself playing World of Warcraft. His third video, however, was very different from his previous content. His third video was titled My Stalker, a nearly 6-minute video that he had recorded shortly after being approached by a man that had followed him to his car. The man had apparently been following him for months before this video was recorded, and the entire video is narrated with on-screen captions that provide some context.
And wants to be friends with you.
Well, I don't want to be friends with you. I don't know how to say it. But I'm plainly saying it to you. I don't want to be friends.
But why?
Because you make me uncomfortable. Because I don't want to be near you. Because you touch me, you talk to me, and I don't like it.
But what makes you uncomfortable?
You do. Your mere presence.
That's
you followed me my car a lot. How does that not?
He followed me over the course of several months in the parking lot, spread out into weeks worth of days. I don't know. This seems like a very mentally ill person. I think you need to get him to a hospital or something.
Make me uncomfortable.
Courtney Street beat up.
Well, reciprocate and ask me questions. And
I'm not interested. I was never interested.
Why?
Because I don't like you.
Why can't you expand your cultural diversity and just, why don't you give me a chance? No. Why don't you give me a chance? You know, we can be acquaintance. I can say hello once in a while.
Yes, but following me to my car is not saying hello once in a while.
But I can't help myself not following you. For some reason, I can't. Adam, I can't. I don't.
How about you try? You try real hard.
How?
Not follow me?
Maybe I'll say hello once in a while. Is that okay?
No.
You can say hi, sure. Don't expect me to say anything back.
I don't expect anything back from you anymore. But I am still going to ride the same train you are. Because I can't help myself.
It's public transportation. I can't stop you from riding a train.
Yeah. Okay. But I will say hi to you once in a while. Okay.
The man is nothing short of completely infatuated and obsessed with the uploader. It's clear that he wants nothing to do with the man who has seemingly created an entire fantasy in his head that the two of them are good friends.
Wait. Negotiations with Russell not going well.
Despite the uploader being pretty cold to the man because he was made very uncomfortable by him. And in one of the more chilling parts of the video, he directly states, "I can't help myself but following you for some reason." The video itself is creepy enough, but the context provided by the captions just make it all the more unnerving. The uploader explained that the man had mapped out his entire train schedule so that he could follow him, and even got his phone number at work, calling him multiple times a day. Despite all the creepy behavior, the video at least ended with the man tentatively agreeing to stop following the uploader before walking away. But as we'll learn, this agreement would not last for long. 1 week after the first video, a second video would be posted, titled My Stalker on the Train, this time only being 29 seconds long, where the uploader would record himself being followed by the man after moving cars on the train.
And guess who's filming there?
The man follows him to his seat and sits down directly beside him. Given their earlier confrontation, encountering the man once again on the train is definitely alarming, but we can at least try to give him the benefit of the doubt. As they discussed in the first video, they both live around the same area and use the same public transportation, so it's not all that unusual that at some point they might end up on the same train car. But unfortunately, this would not just be a one-time coincidence. And shortly after the upload of this second video, a third video would be posted to the channel, titled, My Stalker Follows Me.
Travel through the walkway to the adjacent car. Without looking, I aim my camera phone over my shoulder where I came from. Who should be already outside?
Screen first, and what do we see? Again, followed me to a different train car.
This time, the uploader was more prepared to catch the stalker on camera, angling the phone over his shoulder as he walks and catching the man directly following him from one train car to another, and finally sitting down directly across from him. At this point, this is not a coincidence, and it's clear that the man has decided to continue following and stalking the uploader, using his train schedule as a way to track him down. Because of the continued stalking, the uploader devised a plan to cut down on the likelihood of the stalker being able to follow him. He decided that the next time the man attempted to follow him, he would wait until the 1-minute warning before the train departed the station to switch cars, hoping that he could possibly lose the stalker in between the warning and the departure. But this plan would ultimately not be successful, and the stalking would escalate even further, culminating in one unnerving final video.
This is crazy. Okay. No, is this your guys' first time finding out about this lore? Stalker looks like Tiger Woods. Kinda, yeah.
Video titled, "My Stalker Doesn't Get the Hint."
If your memory is paid off or still lucky, thank you for riding dark.
I'll just stay on the train track. I'm going to stay on the train. And that's good. Get on. Stay on. Gerard, stay on the fucking train. Stop following me. Sit down and stop following me. Sit down and stop following me. We're going. Sit down. We're going. Sit down.
This time, the uploader decides to finally confront the stalker once and for all, and the conductor ends up intervening because their confrontation is delaying the train's departure.
Can you get him to stop following me, please?
Okay, somebody to get off train and somebody to stay on. Why are you following him?
I don't know.
Okay, do you want to wait for the next train? You hold the train up. Step off for a second, sir. Well, come up here.
The man finally concedes to stay on a separate train car, and a sigh of relief washes over the uploader as he thanks the conductor for separating them, and he enters a different car.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Until the man silently appears once again, and the video abruptly ends.
No.
This would be the very last video involving the stalker that Bug731 would ever post to YouTube. Ever since the two first met, the man just could not get himself to stop following the uploader. He was entirely obsessed with him, even telling him straight to his face that he just cannot help himself. After this series of videos gained some attention, the uploader would add a sentence to each of the video's descriptions, giving us a much-needed update to the entire situation. Thank you for all of the concerned and constructive comments and feedback on these stalker videos. These videos were recorded in 2011, and since then, this guy has disappeared. After bringing the police in on the matter, I think he got the hint and I was left alone. There are numerous other events that weirded me out, which aren't detailed in these videos, but I was lucky and was unscathed in all of my interactions. This is one of the eeriest series of videos that I've seen, just sitting there on an otherwise completely normal YouTube channel. Although the uploader came out unharmed, the videos are still incredibly unnerving, documenting the stalker's obsessive behavior and delusions. He had clearly created an entire fantasy in his head where the two of them were close friends, and when he's brought back to reality in confrontations by people like the conductor and the uploader himself, his responses are very cold and chilling. It's as if the man had walked through the scenario of them going on the train together so many times that when he was finally confronted, the series of events didn't align with his fantasy. And he says these strange and blunt remarks that just come off as a person completely removed from reality. Bug731 would go on to post his normal World of Warcraft content, never posting a video about the stalker again, and only rarely responding to a comment about him once in a while. Fortunately, the stalker has stopped pursuing him, but it's still unsettling that we'll never know what his true intentions were, if they were completely harmless.
That's the thing. I want to know why, like what was going on there. It seems to me like this guy was just severely mentally ill. The fact that he was just like, I don't know, I just feel like I need to follow you or whatever. It just seems like he's got like a mental illness that needs some treatment. But I need to know for sure.
Or something more sinister. Regardless, this series of videos will remain one of the more unsettling, candid recordings to be uploaded to the site during its early days, documenting this mysterious man's strange behavior and unsettling obsession with the uploader.
All right, what's the next one? CC Lemon. Okay.
Some YouTube anomalies are unsettling because of the sprawling rabbit holes they send you down, with disturbing storylines or real-world crimes attached to them.
Elliot Rogers.
However, some others get their disturbing quality simply from how unexplainable they are. CC Lemon is a Japanese YouTube channel that was created on February 26, 2008. Their 28 videos all follow a similar creepy format. The uploader wears different masks and poses for the camera, usually with an unsettling blank stare. But simply explaining the content of these videos doesn't do them justice to how actually creepy they are, so it might just be better to show them by themselves. This is what nearly every video they ever posted was like. They never revealed their face or spoke in any of their videos. They just stayed completely silent as they showcased their collection of disturbing masks and wigs. They posted these terrifying videos from 2008 to late 2010 when they posted their final video, ominously titled Small Melancholy, with an equally ominous description that simply reads, Nothing, where they disturbingly stare blankly ahead beyond the camera in a mask and wig for 1 minute and 23 seconds. This is the very last video they ever posted to the site, and luckily, they don't currently show.
I'm sorry, but this is nowhere near as interesting as that stalker one. This is just somebody with doll masks. Good Lord, what the fuck is that? Yeah, I know.
Any signs of videos.
I don't know, this is
ominous
boring.
video identity of this person must be the work of a murderer or some kind of violent criminal or serial killer. But that seems pretty unlikely. I think it's either fetish. It makes me wonder, just sitting there, waiting to be discovered.
Scarns. Okay, hopefully this one's interesting.
Scarns
The
is
last
a
one wasn't
YouTube
very
channel that
interesting.
was created on July 6, 2006 by a then
About me. Piss flaps and tea bags. Okay. Well,
19-year-old from the United Kingdom named Sean Scarns. The channel has 9 videos, and his first few uploads were pretty innocuous, being a short video of him playing with a puppet squirrel and clips from animated TV shows that he enjoyed. Shortly after, however, he tried out a different content style that was not nearly as inoffensive as his first 3 uploads. Sean started creating rant videos, where he filmed himself staring directly into the camera and ranting about various topics while rambling and stuttering obscenities.
I like to finger gingerbread men.
okay.
Sean's rant videos are incredibly crude and vulgar. His first rant, being 2.5 minutes long, is filled with him saying obscenities and singing jingles about how he wants to gruesomely murder and torture people, as well as how he wants to violate animals. His first rant video was so graphic.
Okay, so he's some like creepy edgelord dude that wishes he did Columbine or something like that. All right.
In fact, that YouTube would flat out age restrict the entire video, determining that no one under the age of 18 should be able to even view it. While the rant videos that Sean produced are definitely shocking and bizarre, early YouTube and the internet were no stranger to edgelords and trolls that would say anything and everything for the sake of gaining attention and ruffling feathers. A viewer of Sean's channel might be initially shocked by his language and odd behavior, but like every other remnant from the old internet, it would quickly be forgotten as people moved on to other, more interesting things. That would be if it weren't for the disturbing actions that Sean would take outside of the platform.
What do we think it is? Do you think he actually murdered someone? I think that's probably what happened. I think he murdered someone.
Shortly after the creation of Sean's YouTube videos, he would begin talking to another man online by the name of Christopher Monks, a 24-year-old from...
He looks stable. Yeah. That's... Oh, see, Sam? Yeah. Ooh. I don't like that at all. This guy looks like a CSAM owner, though.
From Chorley, Lancashire. They began chatting online about their shared interests like video games and spending time on the internet, and the two formed an online friendship. However, Christopher was a bit of a troubled individual that people close to him described as having, quote, difficulty separating fantasy from reality. And despite having a relatively stable home life, he had a rocky relationship with his parents. He felt that they were overprotective of him and treated him like a child. It was rare that Christopher would externalize his true feelings about his parents until he began chatting with Sean.
Okay, tell me what happened. My family is a disgrace. They treat me like a child. I feel like I'm trapped in a cage. I feel like he's trying to like write song lyrics.
Their online chats quickly devolved into Christopher venting about his parents, telling Sean that he saw his family as a disgrace and that he felt like he was trapped in a cage. Until one day, when Christopher decided that he wanted to do something about how he felt, and decided to make a plan with Sean.
Okay, so are you willing to just... Okay. I cannot do my parents. Yes, I am. Oh, what do I get in return? I'll let you bite my...
Christopher and Sean both began planning to end the lives of Christopher's parents, and Sean agreed to carry it out all by himself, but only under the condition that Christopher would allow him to bite his genitals off. They meticulously planned the entire thing until they decided to put a date to their plans and finally meet.
He legitimately was like, yeah, you can... If you murder my parents. I'm sorry, can't you just wait until you're 18, get a job, and move out? You'd rather live the rest of your life without a weenie? This is crazy. Ashley's back. This is perfect timing. Oh my God. I don't know who that is, Garville.
In person. In February 2009, Sean visited Christopher's home to play video games. They spent some time playing on the computer before Sean told Christopher's parents that he was going to catch a train home. Instead, he hid in a nearby park and waited for Christopher to text him, letting him know that the parents had fallen asleep and he could return to the house. Upon Sean's return, Christopher handed him a large kitchen knife. Sean made his way to the parents' bedroom, opened the door, and stared at Christopher's father. He walked towards him, just seconds away from carrying out his...
Is this creepy? Yeah. So the conversation that you just barely missed was like IMs between these two guys, and the one guy asked the other guy to Minecraft his parents, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it. What do I get in return?" And he said, "I'll let you bite my weenie off." Yeah. So we're now going to find out what happened here with the schmurder. Ashley thought she had it bad getting her hand bitten off.
attack when Christopher's father suddenly woke up and saw Sean standing there, knife in hand. A fight broke out between them, where Christopher's father was luckily able to successfully get the knife away from him, and both him and his wife were unharmed. It took a jury barely an hour of deliberation to find both Christopher and Sean guilty of conspiracy to murder.
Yeah, that's a great trade. Good Lord. Like, this guy is all bent out of shape because his parents, treat him like a child or whatever. Instead of like getting a job and moving out of his house, like most people do when they don't enjoy their childhood home, this guy was like, yeah, take my parents out, and I'll live the rest of my life without a weenie.
Where they both argued that they were acting out a roleplay scenario rather than actually plotting to harm anybody. And surprisingly, Christopher's parents denied that he had any intention of having them murdered, and they both showed up to court supporting his defense through the entire thing. Christopher was sentenced to an indefinite hospital order, and Sean was given an indeterminate term with no release date. This is one of the more disturbing YouTube artifacts that I've come across. There's no way that anyone could have known what Sean was capable of based on just his YouTube videos alone, because at the end of the day, it did just appear as another internet edgelord saying vulgar stuff just to get some attention. But it would ultimately end up being a small part of a much more disturbing story. His bizarre rants about killing and torturing people were no...
Follow-up, he sued for lack of payment and was forced to allow the plaintiff to bite off his peen by the judge. I had problems with my parents from time to time, but I didn't want my weenie removed. Right. Like, when I was 18, I moved out. I got a job and I moved out.
No longer just shitposts, and became an actual glimpse into what he was planning. Sean's actions that night, and this obscure channel with only 9 videos, is all he'll ever be remembered for.
So we don't even know? He just had an undetermined sentence. So they were just like, yeah, you're gonna have to be here. Yeah, why is peen? That was out of left field. Seriously, because I don't know, the guy didn't show like a longer conversation, right? So like, we don't know if that was discussed before, but because the thing is he was like, what do I get in return, right? So I'm thinking that they haven't discussed that before, because to me, if we did discuss it before, I would have been like, hey, so does this mean I get to bite your weenie off? Which, like, ugh. So it tells me that that was the first time they discussed that. Okay, I'll do this for you. What do I get in return? You can bite my weenie. I'm just going to tell you something right now. I'm not going to offer to allow you to bite anything off of my body if you do me a favor, right? I'm going to probably offer money or who knows, maybe a favor. You know? One of those kind of favors in return. Just, depends on what the favor is that I'm getting and how desperate I am. But I'll never be desperate enough to let you bite my clit off. Who wants to bite someone's weenie off? That's what I'm thinking too. I was like, oh my God, that's disgusting. Ew. Ew. Yeah. On that note, we're $31.11 for the evening, everybody. If you have free jewels, log into YouTube on your cell phone or tablet. Send those jewels my way. Otherwise, nobody's coming near my box unless I want them to. Otherwise, if you don't have free jewels and you want to just give me money, we're like $8.89 away from a butt bush. And I don't know. $8.89. We're $68.89 away from Creve. Do we want to watch any more horror things? I feel like maybe not. Thank you for the high five. This is one. Okay. $32.11. I don't even know if I'm calculating these right. Mayhem Bear, red or black? Go. Black. Oh, yes. Thank you for the flower. $32.41 for the evening. Somebody, I beg you, please help me find an extension that will add these for me. Thank you for the jewels. Yay, Ashley! Thank you for the $9.99. I'm out of work for the unforeseen future, so I don't got much, but I'll share what I can. Oh my God, you're so sweet, Ashley. Thank you. Oh my God, I hope your hand heals fast. We're at $42.50 for the evening. I'm giving you my jewels for the night. Yay! Thank you for the $4. I don't know. Thank you for the jewels. $46.90. And then Mayhem Bear. Oh my God.
It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Thank you for the $32.41. When are we one? What? Oh, yay! Yay! Oh my gosh, how exciting. Okay. Whoa. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Wait. Oh, wait, no, I did do that right. I'm so used to these 10-cent jewels. I didn't think that the super chats were like real money. Yay! So, okay, I owe you 2 butt pushes because we are now at $79.31. That's right. Hold on. 32.51. Yeah. $9.99. Okay. I don't know why I'm just so shocked. I feel like I think I'm traumatized by the jewels. It's crazy to see such a jump. Yay! Okay, let's do some butt bushies. Butt bush. Dee 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 butt bush. Butt bush. Da butt bush. One more. About Bush. About Bush. About Bush. About Bush. All right. We might need a new Butt Bush song. We are 69 cents away from one more Butt Bush, and we're $20.69 away from a Cleve Bush. Remember how wonderful Cleve Bush was? Well, what do we do now? What an exciting evening. This says it's top 10 scariest PSAs. Should we watch that? Or there's banned commercials, but it says it's an iceberg. So I feel like it's going to be a lot of narrator and not the actual ads. The Name of the Jewel would be a great title for a mystery novel. Ooh. Could play Oregon Fail again. Let's see if everybody survives. I like how Russell left after he was like whining and crying about like not wanting to play Oregon Trail. And he left anyway. Sir, why do you have an opinion? If you're not going to be here. Raise your hand right here. Ooh. Oh, Russell, you're here. I didn't say anything. Russell, do you want to watch a commercial? This is so awkward. Russell, do you have 69 cents? It would appear so. Still waiting on that apology. I don't know. Why? Sorry, Russell. I should not have assumed that you left. We're 69 cents away from a butt bush and $20.69 away from a cleve bush. Courtney, Russell had to leave for a little bit to check on us girls in the basement. Oh. All right, guys. Well, we have about an hour left. You're sorry you got caught. I mean, I'm definitely sorry I got caught. That's for sure. Okay, listen. Oftentimes when I'm like, hey, where did Russell go or whatever, he doesn't show back up. So this is the first time that I haven't seen him in chat, and then he was actually here. I feel dumb. But I shouldn't have assumed. I should have asked where he was. I kind of want to watch like creepy stuff again, but some of the stuff, like the most disturbing 911 calls, I feel like that's kind of distressing. Should we watch let's watch the scary PSAs. Uh-oh. Is this going to get age restricted? I like creepy too. I don't like distressing. But I like creepy. Like that stalker one.
Another lesson from my neighborhood.
Oh, hi there. If you're hungry like me, when there's no food in the house, 'cause your mom's 3 jobs don't pay enough. She spent all the grocery money on overdue rent.
3 weeks late.
Come on, don't be blue. Here's what you can do. First you grab a big glass of water, then you drink it really fast.
Okay.
And the hungry feelings will go away, and you'll feel better fast.
That's not true.
Come on, it's delicious. You're feeling so weak, there's nothing to eat, and you wonder if you can make it. When your tummy growls, don't go on the prowl and steal a snack or treat. Unless you want trouble.
It hangs every time I try to send $2. It hangs? What happened? Oh no. Russell can't send me $2? Are you trying to say something inappropriate in your chat? What are you trying to say in your chat? Because they're very strict on what you're allowed to say in a super chat.
With Officer Pete. But if you find that you're hungry, it's bound to happen, I bet. Try swallowing air like this.
This is crazy.
Then go to sleep and try to forget.
First of all, mom needs to sign you up for the free lunch program at school. So my mom did that, even though she was like a raging alcoholic. And so I got free breakfast and free lunch every day at school. Also, 3 jobs? 3 jobs should allow you some grocery money. Also, why is your mom not on food stamps? Where do you live that you have no government assistance whatsoever? This is crazy. Can't believe you would even ask me. Well, I've seen some crazy things. You can't break anyone's cycle of poverty. Oh, it's Lounge Singer's favorite commercial.
Hey, what are we doing out of the bottle? This is dangerous. A little kid might come along and think we were candy. That would be awful because we're medicine. He might even eat us. No, 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 no. This is serious. Serious. We could make you delirious. Delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us. Fear of us. Too much of us is dangerous. No, no, no. Doctors tell the pharmacies. Pharmacy. Types of pills that you will need. You will need. And he knows the harm that we can be. We can be. If we're not taken carefully. Oh, we're not candy neither. Even though we look so fine and dandy, when you're sick, we come in handy. But we're not candy. No.
Do you forget little things?
Every time.
Like your keys?
Oh, no.
Putting out the bins? Valentine's Day?
Mom!
Loo roll?
No, you said that you were bringing your wallet.
Money? Umbrellas? The batteries in your smoke alarm? Remember, test them every week, change them every year. Push the button, not your luck.
I'm a little distracted. I'm trying to see if again. Trying to see if I've been age restricted, and I don't see it. So I think Russell was just trying to say naughty stuff in the chat. And Oh, cool. It worked this time. All right. Anyway.
Another lesson from my neighborhood. Do you know how to tell if mom is overdosing on drugs?
Oh, wow.
If your mom shoots dope every day like mine, you can only help her if you know the signs of an overdose.
An overdose?
Yes, an overdose. Don't call the ambulance if you're in doubt, unless she shakes uncontrollably or foams at the mouth. That's an overdose.
Okay, that's an overdose.
That's an overdose.
You could find her on the floor or find her in bed, and if you know what to do, she won't end up dead of an overdose.
Really?
Yes, an overdose.
Oh, I don't know.
The signs of danger are simple to see. If she's twitching and seizing and can barely breathe, that's an overdose.
Yeah.
That's an overdose. That's an overdose. Mom always knows best.
Start smoking now.
Oh.
Another lesson from my neighborhood.
Shootouts can be very dangerous. So when you're walking down the street and find yourself in the middle of one, don't run. Instead, duck, dodge, and roll. If you hear gunshots and you don't want to die, gotta duck, dodge, and roll.
Yeah.
You'll have a better chance of staying alive if you duck, dodge, and roll.
Okay.
Duck,
Don't
dodge,
be
and
like
roll.
Bobby, who lost his head. He ran around in circles and now he's dead. If you want to stay alive, do this instead. Duck, dodge, and roll.
Oh my God. Is this real?
If you hear a hail of bullets from a semi-automatic, gotta duck, dodge, and roll. Remember as you run away to keep your moves erratic, gotta duck, dodge, and roll. See how that worked? There's just one thing to do when you gotta get away. Keep bobbing and a-weaving, there's no need to be afraid, 'cause this is not a drill and you're not an arcade. Just remember, duck, dodge, and roll. Duck, dodge, and roll. Duck, dodge, and roll.
Lisa and Tommy started chatting online about 2 months ago. They really hit it off. They had so much in common and shared a lot when they chatted. Tommy took such an interest in Lisa that when he asked her if they could finally meet, she didn't say no. There's just one thing Tommy didn't share with her. He was an internet predator. Don't give out personal information online and never ever meet someone offline.
Yikes.
Think how much you use your hands. Most fireworks can cause serious damage to hands and arms.
Yeah, that's true.
Many of these are at family house parties, often a result of messing with fireworks and sparklers. Make sure your fireworks are legal and follow the firework code. Never put sparklers in the hands of under 5s. Always keep a safe distance. And most importantly, if a firework fails, leave it alone. Use your head or lose your hand.
Whoa.
All right, what do we got?
Just came in. Heart attack. 5'9", 300 pounds, 32 years old.
How the hell does that happen?
Can I get a, Could be developing diabetes. You have to make a change. Oh, yeah.
You're graduating. You watch TV. You won't even have to leave.
You can't do this.
Yes, can I get a...
Yeah, no, deep tissue.
You have to make a change. Good job, Jim. You got an A+.
Are you fine, sweetie?
I still can't believe you give this child French fries. I know. But it's the only thing that'll make him stop.
That was really sad. It's also, I mean, it is crazy to think like that a mom, when a baby's that small, that a mom's just like, I need him to stop carrying French fries. Like, what? That's not the only thing that'll make him stop. You can ignore him. You can leave him in there without any food at all. Give him a bottle, make him go to bed.
Having fun in the sun on your new dirt racer. So many things to see, so many places to be. Fun for you and me, riding fast and free.
You can't always see what's coming. 10 kilometers an hour can make a big difference.
I thought he'd be home by now, but you know Jordan.
Yeah, I know, Mom.
One sec, someone's at the door.
Hello, Mrs. Lewis.
Yes?
I'm Officer Taylor. Your
Okay.
son Jordan was in a crash and has died.
What happened?
Jordan died. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt. He was ejected from the vehicle. I'm so sorry for your loss, man.
Okay, I don't want to watch this mom cry.
Okay. Hello?
I'm so sorry, man.
Click it, don't risk it.
This one is number 670455.
Good job,
Isn't it cute?
Jordan. What? I'm sorry.
Yes, our kids are available in many different sizes and colors. Whoops! I hear just now that white is sold out already. Thank you so much, everyone. It's such great fun to see that our kids are so popular with you. So hurry up and reserve your own personal kid right.
What the hell? What? Oh my God, what? Thank you for the 30 jewels, Scott. We are 39 cents away from another butt bush. And $20.30 away, or 39 cents away from a cleave bush. Make it happen. Make it happen. We've got 1 hour left of the show. We need $20.39 to get us to a cleave bush. And we need 39 cents to get us to a butt bush. Make it happen. Make it happen. You and the captain, make it happen. Thank you, Scott. Oh, so this is a dangers of getting stoned, I see. Hispanic underage drinking, fishing, college, and wedding. Thank you, Scott. 19 cents away. Cervezas. Thank you, Yoda. The hell is this? All right, we've made it to a butt bush. We're at $80.11, which means we are $19.89 away from a cleave bush. Yoda is still sending some jewels. Butt bush. Butt bush. Butt bush. All right. Now. Technically, we're probably more like $10 away, but I'm not going to lie. I don't know if that's going to work. And they might realize that I gave myself free jewels. So I don't know how that works. Thank you for the jewels, Yoda. Thank you for the jewels, Yoda. Okay, so we're at $80.31 for the evening. $19.69 away from a cleave bush. She's turning 15. The earlier she starts drinking alcohol, the more like, well, why are you marrying her off at 15 years old? These are weird. Make it stop. Okay, pizza. No more.org. Okay. Pizza. I want pizza.
911, operator 901. Where's the emergency?
127 Brynmere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushrooms.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency
Do you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Okay, is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Jesselyn Rose. See, notice how I was going to tell you something. I remember that being, I remember that kind of circulating the internet. I remember seeing it around like 2015-ish. And around that time, you know what else was happening? What? I'm sorry, my microwave, my microphone is moving all over the place. Chungus is itching her ear. Around that same time, though, online ordering for pizza was becoming very popular. So it would be kind of obvious if you were to call to order your pizza, especially now. If you were to call to order any food, it would be obvious, right? Because you can DoorDash it, you can go to the website and order it, right? So got to come up with a new plan for calling 911. What will it be? Thank you for the jewels, Scott. GGEZ. We're at $80.51. Jesselyn Rose was hit by a drunk driver and died. Okay. Well, oh my God. – 11 years later. Oh. She spent 11 years in misery and then died. Hooey.
Tobacco company show you images of what life would be like if you smoke.
They tell you tough, hard-working people smoke their cigarettes.
That you look cool.
Here. Newports.
We found that smoking makes you independent, beautiful, and mysterious.
But the reality is that you can end up looking like this.
So it was Camels, Marlboro, Newports, and what was the last one, though? It was definitely one for women. Was it Virginia Slims? Thank you for the jewels, Scott.
If you think trains will stop if they see a car on the tracks, you're right. They will. About a mile after they hit you.
Oops. You want to play Oregon Trail? Do you have $2, please? We can play Oregon Trail if you want. I need to figure out. I need to go back and watch those Muppet ones. Send me to Sweet Oblivion. What is that? What do you mean? Do you not like the PSAs? Thank you, Scott, for the jewels. We're at $80.71. Russell, send me some jewels because I want your money. You guys want to play Oregon Trail? We have just less than an hour left of the show. I hate PSAs. Oh, well, some of those were like really good, though. That child trafficking one was freaking crazy. Those Muppet ones were really funny. Jesus loves Jake. Hi, John Stamos versus Testback Stevens. Who are you taking? Looks wise. I don't know who Testback Stevens is. Oregon fail. Who's Testback Stevens? Is that like someone else? Yeah, there's no. That's not a person. So John Stamos. They're nothing but brainwashing. Hey, man, click it or ticket, man. Ask Ashley. Click it. Don't risk it. Ask Ashley. She's seen a lot of very gruesome tragedies that would have been prevented if those people were wearing seatbelts. So, thank you for the $2, Russell. Here's $2. Now give me the Taco Bell diarrhea. All right, we're at $82.71. See, Ashley said it. She knows. The most gruesome of them all, those people weren't wearing seatbelts. That's how my dad died. He was not wearing a seatbelt. Flipped the car, went right out the sunroof, landed, bashed his dome in. I can't believe they thought they were going to try and save his life. Like, his skull had to have been crushed in. Hello. Now I'm like envisioning my dead dad in the middle of the road. Okay. So that's called freedom of choice. Yeah, but like someone's got to let you know so you can make an informed decision. Was he drunk when this happened? I have no idea. Probably. But he also was like driving drunk since the 60s. So good YouTube search, by the way, Reddit creepy. Oh, is it good? I wasn't sure about that. I was not sure. I thought maybe. Do you want to watch Reddit creepy stories or do you want to play Organ Fail? Russell. We don't want him bitching. I don't think a screen can force you to do anything. I mean, they're definitely manipulating you. There's definitely some emotional manipulation. But I don't know how they win if I wear a seatbelt, though. Like, I put on a seatbelt because I'm just used to wearing a seatbelt. And so far, I'm still alive. Pull it. Pull for the soul. Pull for the soul. Do the little pull. In a bowl, do in a bowl, do. Why does it? Wait. Oops. I'm about to. Oh. Wrong account. It's annoying to me that I can't assign moderators to be able to do a poll. I have to do the poll. That's dumb. Oh, you can ban people, but you can't do a poll? It's a little bit easier for me to erase or end or whatever if I don't want it there. Okay. What was the other one? Oh. And just for good measure. All right, here we go. Natty state is a mechanism for control so that they can rob, enslave, and ultimately destroy you. You'd be better off telling them to fork off and not wearing a seatbelt. Well, what if I died? I'd be better off dying in a car accident? I mean, granted, I've never been in a car accident that could kill me, so there's that. Russell, do you ever wear a seatbelt? Do you ever wear a seatbelt? I mean, if you think about it, also, I rode a bus for years and years and years. I rode the school bus when I was a little kid. I rode the public transit when I was an adult. And I gotta say, I never had a seatbelt. We never got into an accident. Not wearing your seatbelt can also kill other people in your car wearing their seatbelt. Wow. I'm trying to think of the logistics of that. That's scary. That's really scary. Oh my gosh, we have an even tie. 6 votes. We got And it's all 33, 33, 30. Okay. Oregon fail is now ahead. We got 25 people here. Not wearing your seatbelt is retarded. I mean, the thing is, like when it comes to not wearing a seatbelt, like, I don't know, you become a heavy projectile. Yeah. Well, like if there's like a head-on collision, you come out that windshield, you could go straight into the other windshield and start taking out other people. All of Courtney's accidents are with curbs. Does she really need a seatbelt? I mean, I've been rear-ended once, and I did have a drunk driver like rip off part of my front end once. And in that particular scenario, my whole left side is like fucked up for the rest of my life. But I'm alive, and I can still like walk and do stuff. So there's that. Russell doesn't wear his seatbelt and also goes bareback during. Oh my God, Russell probably has the dirtiest weenie. It's not even really about the seatbelt. Convincing you to wear a seatbelt for the social good is on the same line as telling you have to get the shot for everyone's health. Did they hit and run? Yep. Yep. When the cops found her car abandoned in an elementary school parking lot, they could not prove that she was the one driving. But she just so happened to be friends with the girl the person I was going to go see. And I was like, so when I found the name of the person that the car belonged to, I looked her up, and then was she Asian? No, she's black. I looked her up on Facebook, and I saw that she was friends with my friend who I visited that night, and her sister. And I was like, how do you guys know her? She's like, oh yeah, we went to elementary school together, blah, blah, blah. So that particular friend uninvited her to the wedding. She was like, I know what you did on that night. She did like the whole I know what you did last summer thing. And she was like, oh no, is she going to sue me? So like there were, I should have used those text messages and brought them to a lawyer. Because the thing is, like, there was nothing I could do at the time because I couldn't prove that she was driving. And then those text messages occurred. I was like, can I use this? But what was her story? Someone stole her car. Well, they couldn't prove that anyone was driving her car. So they just abandoned it. They couldn't go to her house and be like, hey, I guess for some reason, I don't know what the deal is with that. But her story to that friend, because the friend, when she was like, I know you did last summer, whatever. She was like, I was so depressed and I wanted to Minecraft myself that night and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, so you hit another car? You should have hit the fucking tree next to me. Should have waited for me to get out of the way and just go into the tree. What are you doing? I should have known because she ran away. Yeah. Make your decisions, live with your consequences, or don't live, you know? Yeah, I think that's the most important thing is that it's important that you are making your own decisions and it's informed consent. And yeah, live with the consequences or don't or whatever. Hi, Cricket. I love you. Do you need something? Oh, look at your little wiggly. Cricket, your tail is wiggling. Ma'am. Hi. I'm talking to you. Do you need something? Okay, hold on a second. Let me. Hi. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, I love you. All right, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Poll is tied. Everyone vote. Yeah, Oregon fail and Reddit creepy stories are currently tied. And we have only 12 votes. So there's 10 people here who don't feel like voting. And we need your votes, please. Once the tie is broken, I'm going to end the poll. All right, end poll. Whew. I hate it when the poll disappears. Come back to me. I want to look at the results together with my family. Where did the poll go? Where did the poll go? Where did the poll? It like completely disappeared. Hello? There we go. Okay, Reddit creepy stories got 46%, Oregon fail got 39%, and commercials got 15%. All right, let's do this. Okay. So let's see here. We just look up Reddit creepy. Duke, I'm here. Your schedule really needs to start working around my sleeping in and napping on Saturdays. I don't know how I'm going to make that work. Okay, so we just look up Reddit creepy. Is that what I look up? Did you put any Reddit creepies in the Dorcas? No. Okay. Or Corey, I just watched an old commercial for Wheaties cereal. They're suggesting to put ice cream and fruit over your cereal for breakfast. Oh my God. Ice cream on your cereal. I did it in YouTube to have videos on it. Okay. That's all I searched is just Reddit creepy. Reddit creepy stories. That's wrong. I do ice cream and cookies. I'll be honest, I'm not really a big fan with like ice cream and fruit together or like desserts. Well, I don't mind ice cream and fruit together, actually. It's like fruit and cake and stuff like that. I don't like those combos. The fruit's too fresh. Ice cream on cereal sounds good. Ice cream is basically high fat milk, so it should be fine. It's also high sugar and high calorie milk. Hello. Okay, so this is a person who's reading some stories. Do we have one that's like... Okay, this looks like it. All right, let's look at this one. All right. You actually think of cereal as a mix-in. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think I'm going to have a bowl of Lucky Charms tonight before bed. That sounds good. I eat Lucky Charms like for dessert, though. Ice cream and red velvet. Enjoy your band. Okay. All right, before we go any further, we are at 82.71 for the evening. That means we are $17.29 away from a cleve bush. Wait, what am I saying? Don't eat that. Yeah, hello. Jeez, Russell. I'm going to have a taco for dinner. I already had a taco. I have another taco. I'm going to have a bowl of Lucky Charms. Thank you for the jewels, Scott Scale Shredder. Okay, so that's 82.81. Thank you for the 229, Viking. We're at $85.10 now. So we're $14.90 away from a cleve bush. That's a lot of jewels. A lot of it is jewels. Thankfully, Mayhem Bear just showed up and gave me like 32 some odd dollars, and I think he left. But Mayhem Bear, Frank, and Ashley gave me big super chats, so the 10-cent jewels were less of a headache. All right. I miscalculated. Well, thank you for the 210. Oh my God, this fucking hiding jewel. How do I block these jewels? We're at 87.30. We're at $87.30 for the evening. That means we are $12.70 away from a cleave bush. Oh my God. Oh God. Thank you, Lounge, for the jewels. 87.40. All right, here we go.
For a while now. A compilation of some of the stories I've read through the years that genuinely freaked me out the first time I read them.
Thank you, Viking, for the 270.
I was out doing a delivery one late night. It was probably the longest drive I've ever taken for a pizza delivery from the pizza place I used to work at.
Yay, Doke! Oops. Thank you for the $5. Okay, plus 5. Okay, that puts us at $95.01 or 10 cents. Thank you for the Jewels Lounge Zinger. That puts us at $95.20. And then Ashley! Thank you for the $4.99. We've made it. We made it. We made it. We made it to a cleave bush. We're at $100.19. So everything else is just more money to keep me here a little bit longer. Thank you for the jewels, Scott Scale Shredder. We're at $100.49. So, I feel like this shirt is not a very good Creve shirt. I might have to change into something else. I feel like this is like, there's a lot happening here. Yes, like the stream while you're at it, everyone. Yes. All right. I'm scared of it, but I think it'll work. See, it does. It's a bit strange. Bush. This isn't a very good cleave bush, I don't think. Bush. 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 Pop another button. I would just take the shirt off. Oh, I have the shorts, but the shorts fit kind of funny. And honestly, I think would just become a thong on me because I'm very fat. Thank you for the jewels, Lounge Zinger. We're at $101.49 for the evening. Yeah, I'm just wearing some regular old leggings with the top. It does come with shorts though. All right, here we go. Want some creepy stories? Creepy stories. Here we go.
It was a 20-minute drive, which isn't too crazy out where I live. Plus, they ordered 4 large pies, so I figured it was a party and I'd get a much bigger tip. Navigating the dirt roads at night was always annoying, though. I pulled up to the given address. It was some old, sketchy-looking building, literally in the middle of a forest clearing. There were no cars parked anywhere, or any lights on. I put my car in park, and I called my boss. I asked him to reread the address at least 3 times to make sure I typed in the right place. I could tell he was in a really bad mood, and he told me to at least knock on the door and check it out. He would normally get mad if we took back 1 pie, but I was afraid of what he would do if I brought back 4. I was insanely unnerved, but I got out anyway and forced myself to the front door of the building. There was no doorbell, so I just knocked really hard. I heard nothing, and didn't really expect to hear anything. I was extremely disappointed, not because nobody answered the door, but because I was realizing that it was all a waste of time and gas. I knocked 1 more time out of desperation, then began to hear some kind of rustling noises from inside the building. I knocked again and yelled that I was the pizza guy. There was silence now. I felt a bit more uncomfortable now than before, but before I could turn around, I noticed something at the window. There was someone looking through the window. I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman. All I noticed were their eyes.
Yeah,
their eyes were open wider than I knew possible, staring intently at me. I was disturbed enough by this to drop the pizzas and run back to my car. The shitty thing wouldn't start until turning the key for the 3rd time.
Rustling
I drove off the grass and back onto the dirt road, but I felt the car rocking about, shaking and bumping. Something wasn't right. I didn't make it far from the building before I started hearing a sharp scraping sound coming from outside. There was so much resistance that I couldn't even drive. The car came to a stop. I got out of the car to check what the hell was wrong. A chill ran up my spine as I began to feel like my heart was constantly skipping beats. My tires had been slashed and had completely fallen off the rim. Not just the front though. All 4 tires were slashed. I realized somebody did this when I was knocking on the door to that building. Instead of running, I got back in the car and locked the doors. I was so close to that building I could practically see it from where I was if it weren't for the trees blocking the view. I called 911 and told everything to the operator. She told me the cops would be over as soon as possible and that I need to stay hidden. I asked her if it's advisable to stay in the car or run, and she told me it would be best to stay in the car with the door locked. She asked me to stay on the line with her until the cops would arrive. My whole body was shaking. In all directions, there was nothing but dark.
Why would you think it's better to get out of the car and run? You either need to like drive away or
Seemingly
stay in
endless
the car.
forest. I knew it would take forever for the cops to get there. I was not comfortable with sitting in that car so close to whoever did this. The next part is what utterly destroyed me. It still shakes me to this day, and I hope nobody ever has to experience this kind of fear. As I was scanning all the windows, making sure nobody was outside, I looked in the rearview mirror, and there was the same person I saw at that window, eyes opened wider than ever. I could see now that it was a woman, and I could ever so slightly see a smile begin to spread across her face. I opened my door and full-on sprinted into the woods, not caring how much noise I made. I ran until I was out of breath, which didn't take long, and I hid behind a giant log on the ground. I tried to cover my loud breathing with my hand as I waited and waited for what felt like hours until I finally heard sirens in the distance. I gathered up all the stamina I had left to run all the way back in the direction of the dirt road. Eventually, the glowing red and blue lights came into view, and I had never felt better in my life. They were parked in front of
a woman. Okay, never mind. It's not scary. Yeah, my first thought was like, if she gets too close, just punch her in the face and knock her out cold.
my car, investigating with flashlights. I came out yelling at them like a lunatic to help me. I fell to the floor and started to gag, almost throwing up from running so much. They picked me up and began to ask me questions, to which I explained everything to the best of my ability. One of the 2 cars drove over to the building, and the 2 officers began to search the building. They came back with nothing except for a couple of spiky objects. These objects were exactly the same as the ones used to slash my tires. The cops guessed that it was some kind of sick, demented couple, being that I saw the woman, but unfortunately, as far as I know, they were never found, and that still kills me inside to this day. I obviously quit my job right after that and started working at a local grocery store. I know that I'll never forget seeing that woman at the back of my car.
I feel like if somebody works at a food delivery place, and this happens at an address, I feel like you if you're the food delivery place, you would ban that address. Yeah. Anybody attached to that phone number, address, whatever, banned. Sorry. Nope. Oh, you're new to the area. You just bought this house. I'm sorry about your luck, but the people before you slashed our employees' tires. So, yep. What's the title of Carrie's book? I want to get it. Midnight Splash. Is he reading Carrie's book? Ooh, I haven't read Carrie's book yet. I need to start reading it. I feel like I can probably comprehend words on paper soon. Let's see here. There you go. Link it, baby. Linked.
It's a little-known common courtesy out in the mountains during a snowstorm that if someone's seeking shelter in your cabin, you let them in. No, I wasn't the one offering that courtesy to someone else in the story. I was the one seeking refuge. It was supposed to be a long weekend of hunting, but what started as a cold, sunny day quickly formed tons of dark storm clouds, and I quickly found myself right in the middle of a blizzard. After a full, rather unsuccessful day of hunting hares, I was way too far and disoriented to make my way back to my cabin. I had to seek refuge somewhere else. I came across a log cabin nestled between a circle of trees. No lights on, but I still had to try the door. I hit the door with my fist a few times. No answer, but I could hear footsteps on the other side, approaching the door. I expected it to open, but it didn't. I shouted that I'm lost and need shelter. The door cracked open, and I heard a voice say, "Come in, leave your boots by the door." I waited a bit, expecting him to open the door fully and formally greet me as anyone would, but that didn't happen. So I pushed the door open myself and entered the dark cabin. The room was lit by 2 candles, just enough for me to see the couch that the man then told me to sleep on. As for the man, all I saw was his silhouette on the far side of the room. The little light from the candles didn't extend that far. I dropped my bag and gun on the floor and laid down on the couch. I thanked the man for letting me crash here till the storm blows over. He didn't answer. His behavior wasn't the most bizarre thing. Folks are strange up in the mountains. If he wasn't up for conversation, I'd just get some early shut-eye. I closed my eyes, though the level of darkness with my eyes closed wasn't much of a difference. I was subconsciously waiting to hear the man's footsteps leave the room, but they never did. I opened my eyes, and his silhouette was still in the corner of the room, just standing there.
This one's boring me.
I felt the need to say, "Yeah, I think I'm just going to get some sleep now, thanks."
Why is this person outside in the mountains in the storm again? I don't really know, because he said it was hunting season, but I feel like if you're out there hunting, like, don't you have your own cabin? Where's your cabin? This one's boring me too much. He was jerking, wasn't he? This was boring me too much.
No response. I turned to my other side so that I wouldn't be tempted to just keep opening my eyes to check on him. Some time passed.
Thank you,
But
Scott.
without having heard his footsteps walk away, the curiosity was eating away at me. I turned over to look again, and this time, I swear to God, the silhouette of the man was closer by at least a few feet. I couldn't make out his face, but the slight glow from the candles would just barely trickle around the man's forehead, and what I saw was disgustingly pale skin. I quickly gathered my belongings and thanked him, but I said I had to go. I didn't look at him anymore because I don't think I wanted to know what he looked like. I put my boots on outside and hurried back into the blizzard. I came across another cabin down the hill, this one with the lights on. I knocked on the door, and some old man and his wife answered the door. They welcomed me in immediately and were very inviting. They gave me some hot tea and offered me a spot on the couch. I told them my story about the freaky cabin up the hill, and the two looked at each other, puzzled. The woman confirmed 2 times the cabin I was talking about. Then she said, "Honey, the owner of that cabin was murdered 2 years ago. That cabin has been vacant ever since."
Ooh. So he could have just slept on that couch. That guy wouldn't have bothered him.
I'm 27 years old. I live alone in a rural town in Virginia, about 2 blocks away from my parents. My parents are both in their 60s.
Ah, yes, a pillow fight for the slumber party. Yes. Who am I going to pillow fight? The dogs? That's it? Yeah, that's it. No offense, Cordy, but this is kind of sucky. Yeah, that story was bad. The first one was kind of interesting, but that second one was really boring. I sent 2 that looked good. Okay. Then the man offered me money to bang his wife while he watched in the corner.
On May 1st, 2015, Reddit user rbradbury1920 made a strange post to the site in which he wrote about his suspicions that somebody was breaking into his apartment and leaving post-it notes in random parts of his home. The entry read, On the 15th of April, I found a yellow post-it note in a handwriting that wasn't mine on my desk reminding me of some errands I had to do, but told literally nobody about. While odd, I chalked it up to something I did in my sleep, thinking maybe in my half-awake state I scrawled it so it didn't appear to be my handwriting. I threw it out and thought little of it. On the 19th, I found another post-it note on the back of my desk chair in the same handwriting as the previous note, telling me to make sure I saved my documents. I was freaked out, but there were no other signs of a break-in, so I set up a webcam in my house and aimed it at my desk and used a security camera app for it to record after detecting movement. On the 28th, I woke up to find another post-it note, this one saying, "Our landlord isn't letting me talk to you, but it's important we do." I immediately checked the webcam's folder on my computer and found nothing from the night before, but my computer's recycling bin had been emptied, which I am certain I did not do recently, indicating someone had noticed the webcam and deleted the files. They were just saved straight to my folder on my desktop called webcam. Today, on the 1st of May, I found another post-it note, this time on the outside of my door with nothing written on it, and there also appeared to be post-its on many other doors in my apartment complex, all blank in varying colors. Do I have any legal recourse here? I have no proof except for the post-its, but those are written by my pen and on my post-it notes, so conceivably I could have...
What would you do if you woke up and Chungus had a post-it note on her? I would be hunting people down. You leave Chunga Choo Choo out of it. So he left his computer unlocked? Yeah, what the hell? Also, you don't have that saving to your phone as well? Sir, what are we doing?
Fake them. Would contacting the police get me in any trouble if they can't determine an outside source for this?
And how do you know it's your pen and your post-it notes? You can get those same pen and post-it notes at Target. He was doing the post-it notes the whole time. He was Tyler Durden. It was his Fight Club.
I just want to make sure I'm not wasting anyone's time. Should I consult my landlord? Those also living in the complex? The entry is already extremely odd and a bit concerning, but in a later edit, the uploader mentioned something that took his story to a whole new level of creepy. Edit: I pulled up a letter I received from my landlord back when I moved in, and the handwriting is identical. Could this count as evidence? After reading the post, most people would probably find it odd that the user's landlord could have any information about him that he didn't explicitly mention in their conversations. Based on the information in the post alone, it would be almost impossible for an ordinary person to figure out what was causing the mysterious post-it notes to appear in the uploader's apartment. The unusual nature of the entry made more than a few users think that the uploader was making the story up.
Yeah.
So the handwriting is identical, and the landlord wrote that the landlord doesn't want the landlord to talk to you. You're probably sleepwalking. Also, I think you're making this up because you're not providing enough detail. Are they showing up after you wake up? So they were there at night? Did you find the post-its coming home? Did you find the one behind your desk by chance, or noticeably the same day? Others jumped into the thread to give the uploader advice. Get one of the door locks that can only be unlocked from the inside. If it's the landlord and he is using his key, then he won't be able to get in, at least through the front door. But it wasn't until several hours later that another user named Kakerlak responded to the entry with a comment that took the thread in a very different direction. You seem sincere, and this doesn't appear to be the plot of a Ray Bradbury story. It's possible that your landlord is leaving...
The username is R. Bradbury. You seem sincere, and this doesn't appear to be the plot of a Ray Bradbury short story. Huh. Mayhem Bear, any more winnings?
Notes inside your apartment, but they don't make any sense in the context you're describing.
Yeah,
them.
everything on Reddit is
It's likely that you're writing the
You
notes
have to
yourself, but you are forgetting. Do you use post-it notes as reminders in any other parts of your life or job? Yes, this might be a mental health issue. You might be experiencing some sort of dissociative disorder. Or it might be a physical problem. You mentioned that you have a very unusual narrow bedroom with no windows. Is there a chance that you are not getting enough ventilation when you sleep, or that there is a carbon monoxide leak in the building? A cheap CO detector, which you should have anyway, is a fast way to find out. You also have really bad headaches. You know your own medical and mental history and your other experiences. If you think these incidents might be you writing notes to yourself, there's no shame in getting someone qualified to give you an opinion. As you probably know, carbon monoxide is an odorless gas that is incredibly dangerous for humans. At low concentrations, it can cause...
Thank you, Russell, for the $5. All right, I sent you a YouTube link of an interview with a man who had an actual encounter with something. The interview starts around the 10:30 mark. All right. Are we prepared? Thank you for the Jules Lounge. All right. +5 plus. All right, we're at $106.75. Here, don't be a pain. You want creepy stories as an actual one. Don't be a pain. God, Russell. Okay, so it starts at the 10:30 mark is the story. Okay. Bruce Willis was leaving notes and he was dead the whole time. Yes, let's watch a link sent by Russell Hall. Yeah, get the whole channel shut down immediately.
Disturbing sight. Shackles. Then the deputy pointed out that there were scratches all over the walls. Some were rusted, indicating that they were made long ago, and others were fresh. The episode ended stating that all that was left behind was a jar of old silver dollars, and that George was buried in London, Ohio, in an unmarked grave. So that's how Paranormal Witness decided to present
And before
the
the
story.
man had the encounter
Now,
with the back
let's
of the
listen to
dolphin.
Keith about what actually happened.
This goes back to 1982. We had just moved in a house on the edge of town, and I was busy with not only working a full-time job, but also going to a trade school after work to qualify to get a travel card, which was, in union terms, that means I could go to other sites and work when there was work. And I wasn't pinned to any one single location, but it took some time to achieve that. And then meanwhile, about every day or so, my wife would say, look, there's somebody looking in the windows here. And I thought, well, I'll have a look. And I didn't see anything and seen any evidence that anyone was there. And I just chalked it up as to new house jitters. We liked the place we were living before. We were renters at the time. But we had to move from that place to this place, which was nicer, but it was just, for her, it was unsettling for whatever reason. Behind the house was a old railroad track. And on the other side of the railroad tracks was woods, which I was familiar with because I hunted the area as a kid. And this went on for a while. And she'd even called the police to have a look, and they didn't see anything. So one morning I'd gotten up.
The art looks like what is it? The art looks like court artist drawings.
Early. It was a Saturday morning. And I decided to go for donuts because there was a new donut shop in town. So I went up to the carport door and got in the car. As I started the car to let it warm up, I saw something move in the rearview mirror. So I looked in the rearview mirror. And at first,
This sounds like that guy that needed a bambulance. Court band drawings. What's up, Keely Chow?
I didn't see anything. And then the image, as so often happens, you look at something and you can't pull it out of the background. But there it was. There's two
I don't know what it is, Douglas Dauntless. I just know that Russell sent this to me and I'm scared.
huge eyes looking right at me. I thought, well, what is that? I just sat there for a moment. And then it dropped its head down. Then I got a full view of the image of its head. So I didn't want to take it.
Really, Russell? This here looks like a real image with a filter overlay. This right here.
A chance on just trying to get back in the house because I didn't know what this was. It was seemingly leaning down, looking into the garage as though it was bending over. So that would have put its height at over 7 feet because the garage door is 7 feet tall, and it was leaning down, looking under into the garage area. So just out of a reaction to something to do, I threw it in reverse and shot backwards out of the garage into the driveway, and I slammed on the brakes and looked, and there wasn't anything there. I thought, what just happened? But then I noticed that there were, a few seconds later, I guess it would be, there were footprints in the new snow that had happened overnight. It wasn't deep snow, but as you know, typical of Ohio, it'll snow overnight or in the daytime, and it's gone in a few hours. It was that type of snow. And I thought, what? How did it go over the roof? So I slammed it back in gear. There's no way I was going to lead, my family in the house with something like this going on. So I pulled up there and jumped out of the car, ran back in the house. I got my gun, shuffling around, woke my wife up. She said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" I said, I thought I saw something out there. She said, "I told you, there's something out there." I said, "Well, just let me look, okay?" So since she was up, I didn't want to go outside at night. So I waited for daylight. This was like before daylight, about 6:30 in the morning. Typically in Ohio, it doesn't get daylight to after 7. This would have been November. It was before the holidays, early December, right in there. And once the daylight came, then I was able to make out tracks leading out of the backyard towards those old railroad tracks. At that point, I was obligated to do something. So I called my friend, who was an old hunting buddy, told him what happened. He said, "I got to see this." So he came down and he's got his gun, and I grabbed up mine, and we started tracking this. We track it into the wooded area, and the brush is thick, so we're weaving back and forth in that. Find a track here or there, because in the thicket there, it's hard to follow a track because there's just a piece of it here or there or the other place. Mostly we were looking at snow that was not apparent on the limbs. So you could almost pick out a path of travel based on there was no snow on the limb and the small bushes and trees. So we followed that. And we came out to the other side, and that's where we were going through the brush. He was looking at me, and I was looking at him. Like any second, we were expecting something to explode right in front of us, because just based on what I saw. Which, by the way, I'll just make a brief description of it. To me, it looked like a giant image of the old Egyptian god. I think it's Horus. It looked similar to a government picture in a way. So as we traveled on, we came out into a clearing, and we saw the tracks headed right for the back door of this old check station. There was a tile mill there in the early part of the 20th century when tiling was all clay, and they made clay tiling. Of course, it was been shut down since World War II. They went out of business during the war, and there were just remnants of that land there. Somebody had converted.
Why is he leaving these kinds of details in here? I don't fucking care about a tile factory. What is the animal? He's leaving a lot of information. He's putting too much information in here. I need him to get to the point. What is the animal?
That little check station into a cabin. As we walked around it, there was no exit. I mean, whatever went in there is still in there. My friend's going nuts. He's beating on it. And for whatever reason, for me, it was more about, hey, let's not get in trouble here.
HD
they were
side
neighbors, but they
quests.
were quite a ways down.
This feels like a Mike Harlow story. He's dragging it on for YouTube monetization. Yeah.
On the road there, probably.
Good thing I've got ad blockers on.
About 50 yards or more to the first house. There was little houses down through there on the roadway, and it dead ended into that old tile mill area there. And so I finally talked him out down the road, and we walked past those houses, and I didn't see anybody to talk to ask who lived there. So we walked out to.
You see, because the tile factory fell out of fashion on account of there weren't no demand for tiling during the war. This was the thing. The monster turned out to be Jared Leto. The video is an hour, yes, but there are multiple stories. I'm hoping that this one is not that long. We're only 7 minutes into the story. The fact that he's leaving practical information lends the credibility of his account. He's recounting day-to-day details instead of trying to spin a fantastic story. Is this actually Russell's testimony? The thing is that it actually makes me think that it's just a bunch of made-up shit.
The road and walked up to a phone booth. It was near a pizza shop.
Just tell the story. What happened? What happened? Why are you telling me stories about, the tile factory? And here's the thing, the tile factory, those things went out of business back during the war. Fucking who cares? You can tell me that you went up to the tile factory and it was abandoned or shut down or whatever, and then keep telling the story. Why would I need to hear anything about a fucking war? I want to hear about this Doberman Pinscher thing that was staring in your window. Maybe it's a long troll. He just goes on and says nothing. That would be funny. That's what it feels like.
The area where this was.
It feels like this is a long troll from Russell because we're 5 minutes away from the stream ending. He wants me to stick around for an extra hour. It was a Doberman. But the tiles used to be made out of clay. And so it was a clay tile factory. His name is Big Lou.
Between two sets of railroad tracks. One was like a minor spur of tracks that went out into the farmlands. The other was the main, what they used to call the four ways.
Don't care.
There was two sets of tracks. Big four is what they called them. And so I called my dad and he come picked us up. He said, what are you guys doing out here? What, you're hunting? I said, no. And I told him what happened. He said, there is an old guy that lives back there. He said, nobody knows who he is, but everybody's seen him. And
it was a pizza shop, but there used to be a pool hall there. But after the Music Man came through corrupted all those kids with instruments, the pool hall had to shut down because musical reasons. Oh my God.
The interesting part of the whole thing that this guy that lived there, nobody seemed to know him, even though they'd seen him 100 times walking up and down the railroad tracks.
He
never seemed to use the roadways. He always walked along the tracks. And after that happened, I became more and more intrigued into trying to find this guy because nobody knew where he was. And everyone said he did live in that old house. They didn't know if he was still there, but obviously someone was. And
what does this guy have to do with anything? What does this guy have to do with anything? You know he's not the animal because he's not an animal. He's a human being. What does he have to do with anything? Russell, the story is not good. It's not good. There was an animal staring in the window. It jumped up over my roof. I found it. I shot it. Yeah, we're looking for a guy. What happened to the Egyptian dog man? I don't know. Look, Corn Pop was a bad dude. That's what it feels like. This feels like Joe Biden's story. I'm attempting just Tylenol for bed tonight. I can't handle the nausea. Pray for me. Cross your fingers or wish the best luck for me. Oh my God, I hope you're okay, Ashley. I hope you get a lot of good sleep tonight. Oh my gosh. Can you maybe ice it or something? Would that help or would that be bad?
He was working part-time in an old tire shop. So we decided to go and take a look at it. He took a tire that was flat and needed fixed anyway. So we took it down and had the tire fixed. And he did the tire repair there at that little tire shop. So we watched him from outside. Of course, we weren't allowed in the shop. And we could tell he was looking at us. I can't tell what this story is about anymore.
The room was covered with what looked like claw marks. What does this have to do with anything? Is this a Skinwalker story? Maybe. I know. Don't you love that? Courtney's big box, Courtney's OF, Courtney's meat curtains. The ice can't get through the splint right now. Oh, shoot. This is actually hilarious. This is out of control. Horace Anubis was working for a tile factory when they ordered some pizza. See, when the pizza guy got there, he needed some fix-a-flat for the war.
Pretty tall, probably well over 6 feet, 6'3", 4 or 5 maybe. Thin, had a thin face. Came to a point in the front. He fixed the tire and he just rolled it out there and never said anything. So we did all we could do. I mean, as far as looking at him, I didn't approach him because I just didn't want to create a situation.
Yeah, I've heard some weird Skinwalker stories.
But he never showed up there again. We went back and talked to the guy that ran the tire.
6'3", 4, 5, maybe 10. Yeah, he worked at the tire shop. He made good money. Got food poisoning a couple weeks ago. I had to miss work. He's 6'6", 7', 8, 11. We don't. He could have been over 7 feet. Just look right there. Like he was very tall, well over 6 feet. Done. Moving on. But he can't. He can't do it. I expected Egyptian gods to be taller.
He said, "No, he just was helping out a while. We ain't seen him since." As we were looking at the tire, my friend's, I guess it would be sister-in-law, noticed, said, "What's these marks on here?" And we were looking at them, and I had no idea. She copied them down, and she was attending college at the time. She went to see a professor who happened to know about things like that. He told her that it looked like some kind of rune or symbolistic writings. He said, "There's no way to tell what it meant because most of that kind of stuff was regional anyway." And so we thought, well, he's trying to communicate something. It was a little bit frustrating, a little bit eerie, that sort of type of thing. And that is literally the last time I saw the guy at all. And going around the whole area where he seemed to be habitating, I would find people who'd seen him. "Oh, yeah, I've seen him. I think his name is George," but I never could even, confirm that for sure because the guy at the tire shop paid him cash.
Yeah, what? Now there's hieroglyphics on the tires of the tire shop where they had gone because they needed tires from the tire shop. It was full moon because the Earth's position is relative to the precession of moon. Good night, Deranged Lunatic. I'm going to be ending the stream pretty soon here, too. I don't know if we're going to finish the story.
One day, my hunting buddy, he said, "There's something going on down there." He said, "I think you're..."
Okay, Russell said, "Don't be a pain." I actually think this is low-key brilliant. How? I can't even keep up with what the hell is going on in this story. What happened to the thing peering through the window? That's long gone. We've lost that creature. I don't think the story ends. I think it's a time warp and just goes on and on and on. Russell declared this was a true story. Yeah, he also thought those pumpkin spice tampons were real. So, like, he can't be trusted. Because you have the attention span of a 5-year-old. He's not talking about the fucking animal looking through his window. He's talking about the clay tile factory from the war. I'm the one with the attention span of a 5-year-old. He tells a story like a 5-year-old. He's gone on so many ADHD tangents. This is crazy. It seamlessly flows from one detailed side of the story to another. I can't figure out what the hell he's talking about. And the train tracks. Oh, and there's this kind of train track and this kind of train track. Who fucking cares? That has nothing to do with the story. Nothing. No, he's not talking about the event. He's talking about a bunch of bullshit that has nothing to do with anything. Why would you need to know about the tile factory where the tiles were made from clay during the war? Why would you need to know that when he's talking about some weird animal that was peering through his window? It was a dog man, tile factory, railroad, tire shop. He's rambling all over the place. He is. The tracks from that night lead him to the tile factory where George lived. And what the fuck does George have to do with anything? I don't know if I can handle this story all the way through.
We might have did something, so we went down there.
George was living in the old tire factory. Well, why can't he just say that instead of it was made out of clay?
And lo and behold, they found someone who was deceased near the railroad tracks. And even then, at that point, we didn't find out what had happened to him. But I guess it was him, the person that everyone saw. That was the last of him that I know of. But they went to see if he was living.
Right. You know what? Lounge Singer, I'm going to need you to ask AI to summarize this story. Someone died at the railroad track now. I guess. Did they? Because all he said, well, and then we just figured out what happened to him. We don't really know, blah, blah, blah. Did we find out the guru teacher made of the hieroglyphics? No, because he's too busy talking about what kind of train tracks there were and the tile factory and what the tiles were made of. We're in too deep. We have to finish. No. Post the link in the chat. I want to watch the whole thing later. Yes. They summarized it at the start. What's the summary? Someone summarized this story. I'm not going to ever figure out what the hell this story is about. What kind of creature was it? And what happened with the creature? Courtney, I'm going to go for tonight. I'm just not a fan of Reddit. Most of their stories make no sense. This is not a Reddit story. According to Russell, this is a real story. I'm going to watch the full hour after this. Please, can you give me a summary of the story? I don't understand this. Hear him out. I was just going to get into the lay of the land. 10 minutes in, and he hasn't. We haven't gotten anywhere. He's really just like going backwards. I don't know how you thought that was good, Russell. It's like a horror game where you go on a ton of fetch quests. I love it. I can't figure out what the hell is going on. I just want to get to the point of the story. What's the point of the story? Just to get to the point. If you have to come up with this many details and you need to go off on such a tangent, that you need to explain that there was a tile factory and the tiles were made of clay and they used them in the war or whatever, but it went out of business. Then that tells me your story is fake, because you don't need, you know that you don't need that detail to tell that story. Anybody knows that. They never saw the creature again. George died. They checked out the tile factory and discovered an iron-lined room with chains clawed from the inside. That's it. That's it. That's it. So that story had no point whatsoever. My ADHD, I don't think I could watch the whole thing without getting frustrated, especially because there's no ending. Oh, yeah, we never saw the animal again. Well, why are you telling me about this? Which war was it, by the way? Desert Storm. No, my guess is probably World War II. I feel like that's the war, right? When people are talking about something that happened during the war, I feel like it's usually World War II, right? That's like the war. The government wants us to hear this story, so I refuse. Oh, if the government wants us to hear it, that's like a PSA. Sounds like Russell's basement. Russell, I can't believe you thought that I was going to enjoy that. Duke enjoyed it. I can't wait to hear what he has to say about it later. I think that might be a good video to watch if I'm trying to go to bed. I found it interesting. I don't think there's anything interesting about, like, yeah, so an animal was looking in my window. It looked like a Doberman. And so I got my gun and then it jumped over the roof and I ran down these train tracks. There was a tile factory and we never saw the animal again. But this guy, he changed my tire for me and he was about 6'1" or 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10, 11, could be 7 feet or 7'1", 2, 3. You know, he was like really tall and he was thin. His face came to a point, almost like a dog, but he didn't look like a dog. He was a person. And then, so this guy named George, and we went to the tile factory. We went to the train tracks, and then George died on the train tracks. How many people did that story drive away? At least 2. What kind of an animal stands that tall and can jump on a roof? I don't know, but if you don't have a point, the thing is that like that's the whole story. The animal was staring through the window. It was very tall, and it jumped over my roof, and I never saw it again. Boom, done. The tile factory, the train tracks, George, some guy changing his tire have nothing to do with that story at all. Especially because they never saw it again. It's not like, hey, all these series of events or whatever are leading up to us interacting with the animal again. And we found out it was this animal. Nope. Nope. It leads to nothing. The animal description. Do we really want to hear the animal description? Hold on, I have to reopen Discord now. Nope, not Discord. Nope. It's not in Discord. It is right here from Russell. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, whoops, wrong link. Don't be a pain. Okay, so 30. I just can't believe Russell thought I was gonna like at all.
Okay.
Shiny black.
Short fur?
Yep, short fur. It had a short brushy tail. It was there like 1 second and gone the next. And I couldn't tell where it went because the snow cloud from my vehicle backing up quickly like that burst into the air, and then when it came back down, it was gone. And then a few seconds later, I seen the tracks going over the roof, and it occurred to me, oh my God, it went
This isn't what it looks like. This is not the description.
on top of the roof. Because I
You should not
flashed it
take
from the
3
area
minutes
where
to
it was standing there
describe
looking
it.
into the garage at me. It's form and full. It was thin, probably 7 feet or even a little taller. It was almost something like that can't be. You know, I saw it. It was there, and it left tracks. I got to be honest. If it wasn't for the fact that I left those tracks to follow, I wouldn't even believe I saw anything because it's so fantastical. I'm a common sense type of guy, and I don't make things up. You know, I don't see things everywhere. So there was something there.
It's the man
The only
from the
question
tire
is, what
shop.
was it? And I have no clue.
Do you recall? Did you get a good look at its snout?
Yeah, it resembled, like I said, the giant Nubus. It had a long, thin snout and the pointed ears. The ears, I would say, were, although they were pinned back a little bit, I'd say they had to be 8 to 10 inches long. And the head had a big triangular shaped head. That in itself would have probably been, I don't know, 20 inches or more from snout to the back of its head.
That is massive.
Oh, it was. It was massive. It wasn't a dog. I would swear on that. That was no dog.
Did you see the limbs, its arms, and did they terminate with hands, or did you see that?
I really couldn't tell, to be honest. I mean, I'm not going to start making things up at this point. I really couldn't tell if it had hands or what was going on, because it was just like a couple of split seconds there and gone, you know?
Right.
Duke is having too much fun with this.
It had eyes, I would guesstimate, the size of a $50. Black eyes, just chilling. I mean, that's what froze me, those eyes. Because I saw it in the mirror, and I just saw the eyes because of the reflection on its eyes. Those round black eyes. There wasn't even any whites in it. And then when it moved a little bit, I made out the shape of its head, and I thought, what is that?
What's up, Durium?
At that point, I was more transfixed and amazed than I was afraid or concerned. But that changed really quick when I saw the outline of its head, and that's when I threw it in reverse and got out of the garage because I didn't want to be pinned in there.
Man, even his description of that thing is like Bro. Just describe the animal. Could you see its genitals? Oh, buddy. All right. It was the giant Nubis. That's it. That's I can't believe Russell thought I was going to enjoy that. Those paintings were strong evidence. I think Russell's vindicated. Oh, that was so ridiculous. Wonder if this inspired the werewolf design in The Howling. I mean, maybe. Who knows? Man, that was wild. Thank you, Russell. You scared off multiple viewers. So that was neat. All right. I was going to take tomorrow off. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I'll be back on Monday. And hopefully I'll have some things planned. Look up the Black-Eyed Children next. Well, it's the end of the stream. I've already been at it for 3 hours. So time for me to go. Thank you, Scott Scale Shredder, for the jewels. Russell, when are you getting your own YouTube channel where you can share whatever you want all the time? I know, seriously. Thank you for the jewels, Scott Scale Shredder. Mikey's playing Jackbox games tomorrow. So look out for that. Ooh, Jackbox. All right. I still want him to finish The Quarry. Whatever happened to that? He just abandoned it? My God. Let me check my calendar. What do you know? My schedule is completely open for the next 3 months. It's going to take that long. Brooklyn needs a job. Brooklyn needs a job. He does not have the attention span for The Quarry. Yeah. I guess he doesn't, because he forgot that that's what he was doing, was that game. All right. I can see some of my face powder coming through. It's been like that this whole night, huh? Also, I've never seen anybody actually beat The Quarry. You play it for hours and then it gets damn near impossible. Really? It doesn't even seem like you're playing it, though. You're just like watching these different stories. Mike only bought it because he thought it was called The Query. All right. Penelope, you want to say goodnight? Come here, honey. Come here, Penelope. Come here, honey. Oh, she cannot be bothered. Come here, baby. I know. I know, but we have friends and they want to see you before we go. Loud Singer is alive? Yeah. Yeah, he keeps coming back to life. Here's your baby friend. Oh, and there's my, I love you so much. Yeah, you're a good dog. Thank you. You're so sweet. You're a sweet dog. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You're just so sweet. Oh, I love you. Yeah. Oh. Oh. I love you. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. That's so nice. This is very wonderful. Yeah. Oh. Hey. Penelope. I imagine one stream ends, Courtney lays on the ground and gets licked by the dogs. Well, basically what happens is I get up, I go let them outside, and then I wash my face and then I lay on the bed, and then they attack me. Then they give me all the kisses. Yeah. But that does happen. Once I'm like tucked into bed, all three of them just smother me in the kisses. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. All right, everybody. Yeah, did you catch that? Just she'll do that sometimes, especially after we go on a walk and I'm like super sweaty and I'll sit down on the couch and then she'll like curl up. No, not behind my neck. Well, usually she'll curl up behind my neck, try to lick my neck, but she'll like curl up next to me and she'll just like get her whole snoot right whoop, in between my booba. And I'm like, hey, she always goes for at least one when I'm not paying attention. Little sneak. Good night, XM202. All right. It's time for me to go to bed. I got to wash my face. I've been streaming pretty much all day. She's just trying to make the chat jealous. Seriously. See, that's the thing is that she goes for that and then nobody super chats. So I just assume they don't care. They're not jealous. No, we don't want super chats for that, do we? No, Penelope. No, we do not. All right. Love you guys. Stay tuned. I'll be back. Oh, let's spend the next 35 minutes thanking everybody. All right. So we start off with Ashley with the jewels. Thank you, Ashley, and Yoda and Lounge Zinger and Lounge Zinger and Lounge Zinger and Yoda and Lounge Zinger and Yoda, Frank, Billy, Yoda, Lounge. Yeah. Yoda. Ashley! XM202, Mayhem Bear. Okay, there's a bunch from me. We don't know if those are counted yet. Scott Scale Shredder, Yoda, Scott Scale Shredder, Russell Hall, Scott Scale Shredder, Viking, Lounge, Viking, Duke, Lounge, Ashley, Scott Scale Shredder, Lounge, Scott Scale Shredder, Russell Hall, Lounge Zinger, Scott Scale Shredder, Lounge Zinger coming in at the end with another 2 jewels and another 2 jewels. What are the jewels for? They're replacing super stickers, and you can like prepay them, and then you just like you tap them. Are you on mobile? Thank you, Lounge. If you're on mobile, you can check and see if they gave you free jewels to send. We're at 118.34. Thank you, Lounge. The jewels are to give Courtney 1 cent at a time. Yeah. But yeah, Drew, if you're on a laptop or desktop, you won't be able to see them. But if you are on a tablet or your phone, if you log in on your phone or tablet, YouTube might have given you free jewels to spend. And it's, I think, 1,000. And that is equivalent to $10. Yes. Happy poop. Oh my gosh. So we made it to 118.44 tonight. Yes, make it rain pennies. Or as Daniel Tosh says, make it hail. It's when you throw change at sluts, which I guess is what you'd be doing here tonight. I think. I don't know. All right, everybody. I'm heading out. I'm going to go have a bowl of Lucky Charms. I'm going to let my dogs go pee. And then they're going to smother me with kisses. Thanks for hanging tonight. I had a fun time exploring little sad. No, for me, it's very happy. I had fun exploring horror stories. I think that they were a little bit of a miss. You're the greatest, but I had fun trying. Russell made it weird at the end there, and he asked me not to be a pain, but I'm going to be. Russell, you need to. I thought you knew me better than that. Rude. Hi, Michael. Bye, Michael. Thank you for the Jules Lounge. Russell made it great at the end. Duke, I'm glad at least you were entertained. Yoda and Deranged Lunatic left because they couldn't stand it. I'm glad you stuck around. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I think some people stuck around just to see what was going on. Oh my God, Lounge in the Earth, these jewels are... I'm still adding them to the total, even though I'm getting ready to leave. Okay. I listen to Mikey. I'm used to that insanity. The thing is after a while, I just kept forgetting what the story was supposed to be. And then I'm like, wait, what does this have to do with anything? I don't understand what's going on. Like, I mean, I remember trying to tell Mike how to shorten that daffodil story. And he was like, no, they have to know how fat and ugly my friend was. I'm like, not in this story. It's so ridiculous. Okay. I love you guys. I will be back on Monday. So stay tuned. And remember, nobody likes to do trustful. Oh. Homegrown Cowboy, thank you for the $10 here. Bye. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry we missed you, but thank you for the $10. Wow. Mikey's Jared Leto story was way more rambling, than the dog tire salesman. You're just gonna have to sleep on stream. You can't leave. You're still getting donations. I know. Yeah, that's the thing is they keep coming through. Then I'm like, whoa. Especially after we hit the $100 mark and the 3-hour mark. Then I'm like, well, the more money that comes through, that just pays for more time with me on screen. Thank you for the Jules Lounge. 128.58. That's pretty impressive. I wish we could average $100 a night. I feel like we can with these freaking sadists. I don't know what this says, but hi, Edwin. All right. But I'm going to go. I gotta go. Gotta go. Because I'm checking out. So unless we get like a big one. Makes me stick around for like a half hour or so. I think it's time to go. Guys need help. I'm out of jewels. She can't leave if she's getting money. I will leave if I'm getting 2 cents. But if somebody drops like $50, then I'll stick around for like a half hour or so. They've all just been waiting to throw handfuls of change at you. Oh, yes. Thank you for the 10 cents. Was activating the jewels a mistake? Because it feels like it. Yes. Should I unactivate them? Jesus Christ. Listen. Get the $25 million one, Jewel thing. This has now become the Courtney Counts Pennies show. I know they're sending me poo. He's like, you need to leave. You said you were going to go. But now we're at $150, $148.80 to be exact. Oh my God. We're at $149 now. You're leaving? Homegrown's leaving. He doesn't want me. He's trying to get me to end the stream. Oh my God. It's just the hiding and poop. Poop, poop. You guys. All right, I'm going to go. I already said the catchphrase too. So it's time to leave. Thank you, Lounge. Oh my God. The poops come out of the hiding. Oh, it's getting out of control. You guys are out of control. All right. We'll do one more butt bush because we did make it to another butt bush for the evening. We'll do one more butt bush and then I'm leaving. This has basically become a quarter booth. It's so ridiculous. You did this. I did this. YouTube did this. I didn't know what the jewels were going to be. Bush, bush. All right, we're out. It's over. I don't even know where we're at anymore. I stopped counting. Run. I know. I gotta go. All right. Bye. Okay. I'll be back on Monday. So stay tuned. And remember, in the meantime, nobody likes to do Trust Falls alone. Okay. I guess that just means we're having to do this again. Oh, no.
To an end, stars are fading, lights descend. Thank you for this time we spent. Memories, shared hearts will mend. We had such a great time here. Laughter, love, and moments dear. Every smile, every cheer. Now it's time to disappear. Oh, I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew, forever hold on nights to you. Walking out until daylight, city's glow turns into night. Hold these moments nice and tight. In my dreams you'll shine so bright. Every goodbye leaves a trace of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, grace, I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew, forever hold on nights to you. Of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, I will miss you till we meet